shirt and not have markings on or anything?
You can, but they say nothing that's inappropriate. Damn it.
What if they're like bleeped out?
Like just a piece of
I'm sure that says I'm not a people's person. Can I wear that? It has like dollar signs and cool stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, as long as it's cool.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good to know.
Has to be cool.
If you ever work at Bed Bath & Beyond, if you have cool stuff leaked out.
My sister worked there for about a week and a half.
A week and a
Right
half.
now, we should interview right now about Bed Bath & Beyond. A week and a half.
She worked there before it was open.
A week and a half. What? Oh, hang on. Who?
She worked with Lauren, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's been everyone's shortest job here? I worked a day at Superstore. I was there for orientation, got my schedule, and then someone called me, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll take your job. And then I had to awkwardly call Superstore the same day of like, no, I'm not coming in. What about anybody else?
Target.
Target?
What?
You was
Yeah.
there for a while.
No, like December to when we left, May.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
months.
that's my shortest
under a
shortest
month.
job I've ever worked in my entire life.
Well, I had a couple like seasonal jobs, so I mean.
No, mine's like 3 days. I'm like
What was it?
HMV.
Oh, why? That would seem like a school place.
Because they were only going to give me part-time, and I got offered full-time at Target.
Oh.
I went in, I worked 2 days, and then Target called me and asked if I could come in for orientation on my 3rd day. I just never went back to HMV.
Wow.
So.
Well, everybody, we're here. All 5 of us. We haven't even come up... Oh, I guess we're just the GeekVerse, right? I was going to say, we haven't come up with like five
You are now entering the GeekVerse.
What is that? What is
I don't
that?
know. I'm trying to like the
Are we-
Doctor Who noise.
Oh, I thought it was a ghost. Where this microphone
My house is haunted.
Yeah.
Sounds like Jessica, too. It's really weird.
She just leaves like sound bites around, like anytime you boot up the Wii.
Gotta get the like baking sheet that you like wave it.
Oh,
like,
yeah. That noise. Such a
Thank
good
God
noise.
we have things like phones nowadays where I can just type in ghost sound effect. And,
like cricket sound effects.
Yeah, we've never had to use a cricket, thank God. So, I am Travis Snail. I got nothing. I'm working on a nickname. I got nothing. I could go with, like the anti-hero. That's my Twitter handle.
The anti-hero?
Yeah, anti-hero TBS. Yeah, I don't know. I love the wrestler Stone Cold, and he's always described as anti-hero. So I'm like, anti-hero TBS initials. And that was for a while. I was rocking Travis Brennan Snail. I wanted to be like Travis B. Snail I wanted to be Travis Brennan Snail. I saw.
Why?
Like,
I don't get that reference.
a lot of my favorite actors were just rocking it, like Michael C. Hall, Jeffrey D. Morgan, Jackie Earl
okay.
Harley, like...
I think you meant specifically, like, Bree or Bren or whatever you're saying.
No, I want to be Travis Brennan Snail, and, like, if you look at a few of my things, like, when I graduated, there's, like, a Brennan in there, and now I just dropped it, because I don't have time to write extra Brennan, so...
Give me
and
letters.
I like I got initials TBS, that's pretty cool. I got a station, the Super Network.
Good for
Anyways, so I'm going by...
I'm Kirkland. Patzer.
Every week,
Three
it just gets
very
more awkward.
introductions is the Terminator.
I am the one and only Dylan Muss.
I'm the Pokemon Master, Jessica.
A resident ghost.
Yeah, I'm the resident ghost.
Resident Spookster.
Yeah. She's been dead for years. We just wrote this ghost into doing a podcast with us.
Yeah, I just live in Dylan's basement. You know, I come back
Waiting
every
for
week,
podcasts.
haunt the microphone.
Yeah.
And I'm Taylor.
Fields. Like the fields.
As in the
That's
field.
your catchphrase. Alright, well, who wants to start us off? Anyone want to go, or should...
We need the Timbits, man. That's the.
It's not Timbits. You call them Timbits.
What do you call them?
Tidbits.
I think in order for
Tid-
you to be allowed to do this
Tim?
every week and like have this you need to bring Timbits for everyone.
I don't call them Timbits, though. I say tidbits, and
Okay.
I'm like bringing tidbits.
Well, what are they? What are your this week's tidbits?
I
Ladies and
bring you
gentlemen.
tidbits.
Maybe you should have picked a different name. I didn't come up with a name.
Alliteration, dude. We needed that.
There's lots of words that start with T. Like
Okay, but what else is a topic? Tidbit?
Travis time.
Travis's
Oh,
topics.
damn.
Oh yeah.
Travis's topic.
Travis's topic time.
Oh.
And tidbits.
I'm keeping it tidbits. I like the word tidbits.
Oh, no,
not
it's too late now.
It's too late, yeah. There's always t-shirts in the make, like
Yeah.
hashtags, but yeah, truthfully, I really don't have much. Like, it's been a really slow news week. There's been a few gaming news, like movie news, TV, but it's been really slow. I've been looking and scouring the earth for stuff. At least that interested me. I'm sure my co-hosts will have stuff, but there wasn't much for me. So I'm gonna start off with by the time this comes out, these movies should be out. I was really looking forward to seeing the new Hitman movie and the new. Why you stick your tongue out, Ghost?
Ghost.
Why?
I just have no interest in Hitman whatsoever. You guys were talking about the game last time I was here too. I have no interest in that.
Yeah,
either.
because I want the game.
I like the games.
Are you gonna play in December when it comes out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. Did you play the last one?
Was it Absolution?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like that,
Yeah.
or did
I liked it.
you like that, or did you like the old ones more, where it's just so you're doing contracts? Like, did you like the storyline, or did you like the just go here, kill a person, go here, kill a person?
Well,
Because this new game's going back to that, and I kind of like the storyline. But
I did like the
understand.
storyline, but I also love the old games though.
Yeah.
And the old games, if it's gonna be like that, I'm for sure gonna love it.
So the old ones were like just missions, strictly?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
you just get a contract to go like kill someone basically.
The new
And then
ones
you just
kind of
do
had
it.
some storylines. Like,
Yeah.
So when
like
does the
a
game
villain-
end? There's got to be some sort of story, I guess.
No, well, there is,
It-
but it's,
yeah.
it's very, like, let's say, like, the first 6 missions are all just hits, and there's just some guy following you, and the last mission
Yeah.
will end with you, like, fighting him. Like, it's
Oh,
always, like,
okay.
some guys after they get you, or, like, at the end of the day, there's, like, a twist where you've been after this person all along. Like, they're really small, where the last Hitman game was a full-on, like, you're not hitting anybody, the police are after you, everybody, stuff like that.
Right.
So it's going back to this. Because there's rumors they want to do some sort of, like, every week or every month there's new hits or whatnot. So, anyways,
What I loved about the new one is that they had online contracts where other people
Yeah.
could make contracts, which was fun.
yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't.
That's the one coming out, or the one that...
No, this is the one that just happened.
Yeah, I think they're keeping that.
Yeah.
There's something to do with
That was
online
cool. I like
contracts.
that.
Like, it's
Yeah.
always a fun game.
Yeah.
Like, it's never gonna be in my top 10, but it's just a game you can sit down and
Yeah.
like screw with the AI and like dress as a chef and kill people.
Yeah.
Like, it's in like
Change your
Firewatch.
costume.
Yeah, like so. And did anyone ever see the first movie?
Who's the actor again?
Timothy Oliphant. Oliphant.
I think so. If
Yeah.
there was only one, then
It
I've
wasn't
seen
that
it.
memorable though.
It wasn't that
If you-
memorable.
Okay.
It was-
Anybody else?
No.
It was all right. It had like I think it had potential, but it was nothing special. So I was hoping this one was going to be good. From the previews, truthfully, I thought it didn't look good. But the guy playing Hitman looked like I'm not sure if you've seen previews, but he looked like he had the essence. That's my problem with the first movie. He didn't really feel like the Hitman
Yeah, I know.
guy.
Because when I saw it, I was so used to seeing like the same actor from the games.
Yeah, and
then
he has
you
such
see
a
that guy and you're like,
monotone, like,
Yeah.
I'm here, Diana, like that. Where this guy's all like, I don't know. And then there's this whole storyline about him, like, that girl
Yeah.
kind of liked him, and I don't know. Him should just be killing people. Either way, he had a good enough cast and good actors, but, and as we've talked about before on the show, we talk about Rotten Tomatoes a lot, and that has a 4% right now, so even lower than Fantastic Four.
Wait, what?
Is
4%?
that the new
Yeah, a
one?
new one. Yeah, the
Oh.
last one was always around like 50, 60. Like, it was just like a general action movie. Like, oh, it's good if you like people getting shot. Like, this apparently is bad, though. Like, this is really
new
bad.
Hitman?
Yeah. So, don't go on a cheap Tuesday, I guess. So, like, I don't know if it's one of these that's not worth
Did
it.
that just come out recently? I didn't even hear
yeah,
about
by
it.
the time this podcast hits, it'll be out. It comes out the Friday, so...
Okay.
So today, I guess, or whenever. And then the other movie I was looking really forward to was Sinister, and that comes out along with Hitman. And
That actually looks not bad.
well, it also has a 6% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's just getting slammed by the reviews. And people might be like, oh, it's a horror movie that happens all the time. No, the first Sinister was really good,
Yeah.
got really good reviews, really scary. Like, has anyone seen it
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
It's
lawnmower part,
I want to see the second one. Even if it's got bad reviews, I'll
Yeah, I'll
probably
probably
go
see
see
the
it.
second
apparently I've seen 5 1 out of 10s.
Well,
I'm gonna still see it, but I'm not gonna pay for it now. I was gonna go see it, like pay for it, but now I'm like, oh.
see, horror movies are always really good though if you wait till it's been in theaters for a long time, so you can go when there's no one else there.
Yeah, that's how I did see the first Sinister.
Yeah, because like when you go when a horror movie is fresh, then you get like the little girls who are like ah, and you're just like,
That's
well,
me. No.
okay,
That was
we're
actually
not going to
Travis.
Sinister
Yeah.
anymore.
That was Travis's ghost in the theater.
Oh, you're haunting the theater.
Yeah, I haunt the theater.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, when I go, I don't know how this works.
So, I mean, that's how like I saw some of the Paranormal Activities, and it's just way better because
Yeah.
you get the large screen and the
I love
loud
the large
volume.
crowds, so
Yeah.
there's something that makes it special. But I do like, there's certain movies I like when it's alone.
You mean for horror movies or just in
I
general?
think in general, like comedies, I like when there's like when I saw Hangover and you had like a whole theater full.
Sometimes
of
people are just going so ham that you can't even hear jokes though. Like they'll just laugh
That's
for like
true.
a minute.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You do
Yeah.
miss some stuff.
No, I'll give you that. Yeah, I
Not a
found
lot,
that with the
but-
last Avengers movie. People were laughing a lot, and I'd be like, I didn't hear what. I didn't think I got the whole joke about Evans saying the language thing for a while. until I like finally clued it. I'm like, oh. But anyways, yeah, I was excited for that, and it's getting better reviews. I'm still gonna see it, but the biggest complaint, I guess, is they say there's way too much Bagul in there. They say he's just like oversaturated. Yeah, where that's the good thing with the first one. He was in there so at the good parts, like that part when he has the photo and he's looking and he puts the photo down and he's there in the bushes. Oh my goodness! And he turns and like, and just all the stuff when they kill those kids in the pool and they run them over with lawnmowers. Have you ever seen this?
No.
It's really messed up, but it's great.
It sounds pretty messed up.
The acting's really good. The score's phenomenal. I listened to it as messed up as the sound. I'm a landscaper and it's lawnmower, and I listen to the soundtrack. Like I didn't even think about that because of lawnmower, but like it's really creepy. And Ethan Hawke is in it, good actor, and it's really good. Like it was so good that the director he's directing Doctor Strange for Marvel, and he pretty much got that because they said like he did so good this movie. Let's give him one of our franchises. Like it was really
62% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, like it was.
And
for a horror movie, that's good.
Yeah.
They're usually at least like 50 or lower. So yeah, so I was kind of disappointed. I'm still gonna see it.
No, Rotten Tomatoes is beating Fantastic Four at 11%.
What is now?
Sinister 2.
Oh, it's going up. Okay, it was at 6% yesterday, so it's that's good, guys. 11%. Yeah,
Better than Fantastic Four.
What is it?
Better than Fantastic Four.
A lot of stuff's better than Fantastic Four. Yeah, go see it and experience it for yourself. So, not last thing. I don't know. I'm jumping ahead. Last Hannibal episode, really good. #save Hannibal. If anyone else watches out there, finale's next week. I'm holding on hope, but might be last episode of all time, so we'll see. But this episode, really good. Gave me nightmares. Not going to get into right now. I'll get into it a couple weeks from now. But it was disturbing what happened to this man. So, yeah. And then what I was going to say is...
#save Hannibal is what you were going to say?
I said it. So.
I'm just making sure, you know?
Always.
#save Hannibal.
Always. I'm getting Taylor to get a tattoo of it next week.
Yeah, now this Jurassic Park one's done scabbing.
Yeah. He got rid of that, so save Animal, you know.
#save Animal.
It's gonna be like right across the chest.
Anytime he's at the beach. So
with regrets.
Yeah, no regrets.
And then, has anyone heard or seen Wet Hot American Summer?
Yes. I watched the Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you the movie or the TV show?
I haven't seen the movie.
But
I feel like I understand what the movie would be just from like the TV show.
It helps
because it's like all the same people, right?
Yeah, but the TV show is technically a prequel to the movie.
So that's perfect. Go watch the movie now.
Exactly, but there's some jokes you won't get. Like there's some jokes like, how far are you in?
I watched all of it. There wasn't that much. It was only 8 episodes or something, right?
Did you not feel the talking can of vegetables was a little random?
I thought pretty much all of it was very random.
That's why if you see the movie, lots of it's still random because it's a messed up movie and it's so good, but lots of it makes sense. But anyways, I was just going to rave about that.
It just seemed like really weird to me because it was just this random show with like bad humor, but in like...
Did you like it though? I'm addicted to it. I want to watch it.
I don't know if I did. I really am unsure how I felt about it. It was really weird. Movie, but it just had like so many good actors in it. So
watch the movie like this week and then see how you feel about the series because it's... I don't know. The movie is really good. The movie's really good, but it I don't know. I'm not gonna rant because.
Did you watch all of the TV show?
Oh yeah, in a weekend I've done and I'm hooked. Like I gotta watch it again probably. It's so good. Like I don't know, there's something, and I love just the opening when Jane from Starship tunes up and just like I got so pumped I made it my ringtone. Like I'm loving that show right now. I'm mad it's over. I want more. Even though it took a decade to make this show, I want another one. I want a sequel now of them being older. Because in the movie it
was just like this random movie though, right?
You gotta watch the movie. Watch the movie.
What is the story behind it though?
Try and watch it before... Oh, well, because you're going to be hiking. Not this podcast, but the next one. Give you 2 weeks. Before 2 weeks, try and watch it, and then we'll get back to this.
Okay,
because you might feel better, but it's so good. What's the movie about?
Well, no, I feel like it was just like this random movie that didn't get very good ratings.
Big cult hit, though.
Pardon me?
A big cult hit.
So that's why.
Yeah, it's gone it's like Zoolander kind of. Zoolander is more popular now, but when it came out, like nothing. And now through DVD and whatnot, people love Zoolander, and that's the same with this. So
cool.
Yeah, and then my last thing is, if DC makes Joker Jason Todd, I hate my life. I'm done with Travis's tidbits. I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I don't want it to come true. So if it comes true, I'll talk about it. But that's it.
All right.
I don't want a fan rage.
Nice conversation about
I know. I don't. I want to be in a good mood. And there's just proof that may be true. And If it happens, DC are just idiots. See, I'm starting. No, someone go.
All right, I got a couple things. So, a couple Melee things, actually. So, there was this tournament series back in the day called Genesis, and I don't know why it stopped, or I don't know if it even did, but in 2009 and 2011, Melee were at these tournaments, and, like, the two biggest players at the time won, each one were, like, respectively one of them, and they finally even announced, like, a Genesis 3, so it'll be, like, yeah, it's going to be really cool to, because they're both still playing, even though they played, like, 6 years ago, they're still both playing, so it'll be really interesting to see. They're probably both going to show up. They're going to be, they want to win. And that's, like, sometime in spring, and then you guys know DreamHack, probably? Tournament series? No? I guess you guys don't really watch competitive games.
No.
Anyway, DreamHack is probably one of the biggest tournaments, and they have like all the biggest games, and they finally announced Melee is joining the roster, so that's awesome for Melee. And then Pokken Tournament. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I'll back that up.
So, was it like never planned to be on Wii U in the first place? I don't even know what the story
it
is.
originally wasn't supposed to even come to North America. It was supposed to be.
But now it's
arcade
coming
game for
out like
Japan.
in
Spring 2016.
But why? Why did they change their mind?
because people want it, probably.
I could see the high demand for it. A lot of people were really disappointed to find out it was only supposed to be an arcade game.
Yeah, well, because everyone sees the trailer. I saw it and was like,
I
"Oh,
saw
I'm
it.
so
I thought-
hyped
I
for
thought
this,"
it
and then
looked
it's
good,
like,
yeah.
"Oh,
Japan.
why is this? Why am I seeing this? Like, why?"
Especially, there's been more videos of it out more recently as it's gaining popularity in Japan. It's kind of making its way here, right? And so I think, after enough demand for it, you kind of realize, especially with, Wii U not being overly popular, when you get a high demand for something like that and you realize, well, maybe we can make some money here. It's, probably part of it.
But they just released. I guess it was probably a new trailer then. That one that just.
I've seen 2 new
Like from
videos
this
for
morning?
it.
Yeah, I guess that was today. Something like that.
Yeah, because that morning, I think
that was like a new trailer. I don't think they showed anything new, but
There was
just
one new one
already
today,
announcing
and then
that it's
another
on
one
Wii U.
about yesterday. So there's been 2 new ones I've seen.
Okay. Yeah, I saw, I think, the one from this morning. Because wasn't today, like, the first day when it's officially now coming to North America?
Yeah, I
And
guess
that's
so.
why we got it so early, because they probably announced it in Japan?
For Wii U, you mean?
Yeah, because why did it happen so early or so late
Well,
in the night or day?
in Japan it probably wasn't a big deal because it was already going to be there anyway,
Yeah.
and
But-
people could still play it.
For us, because when I woke up at 6 a.m., that's when the news was breaking.
I think I saw it
yeah, I don't know.
yesterday, though.
That's weird. Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, because it depends on what pages you follow, right? Like, I
Yeah,
have
I
a
guess.
whole bunch of Pokemon pages. And, like, I shared the video about it, 2 or 3 days ago now on Facebook? So,
Are they coming to Wii U?
it was, I believe so. It was saying that it was coming out.
Oh. I'm out of the loop then.
So,
Stupid ING.
Well, I didn't hear. I don't know. But anyway, that's cool that it's coming to Wii U. And not that far away, I guess.
Spring.
no, it's...
It could be.
It's
I guess
less than
spring
a
is
year.
pretty vague, so I don't know.
Spring 2016. When does spring officially start? Like,
Yeah, but
I
with
think
Nintendo on
it's
release
April.
dates, it's kind of like
Yeah.
spring is like.
Yeah, but if it's already out for arcade, I mean, it's not necessarily... All they have to do is put it on a platform, right?
I don't know how hard or
So-
easy that is. So.
I don't know. Just because the arcade game, I don't know. If it wasn't planned, I feel like it might be a bit harder. But if it's just an arcade game, it should be. Pretty
I'm really
easy.
interested to see what the lineup looks like.
That'll be
If
the next thing.
if they
the
put out
countdown.
DLC and stuff like that for it, what you can get.
I doubt-
Amiibos like Charizard and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Because is there a lineup yet? Do you guys know which Pokemon are in there?
I know a few, but
yeah,
like-
I
But
just know
it's
what's
not
in
like
the
the
video.
full-
I don't think they've announced the full roster.
Okay.
They
No.
probably
because
just.
in Japan. Because in
they wanna
Japan,
keep
it's already
building
out,
hype.
right?
I believe so. Yeah.
So there should be a way to figure that out.
I didn't even know it was out. Well, I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't know either.
I'm pretty sure it is in Japan in like arcades and stuff, not for console.
Oh well, then I guess the full roster is available. I don't know.
I haven't looked into it completely.
We'll look into this next episode.
as I'm not in Japan, so
That's true. What? You can't teleport? You're a ghost.
I can't leave Dylan's basement
Did you
Stuck.
murder her in here, Dylan?
I don't want to talk
until
about it.
until my soul is
I don't talk
happy.
about my murders on
Until
the
it's
cast.
Yeah.
Until Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, you're sulking.
Yeah, there we go.
Then you're free.
No, because he doesn't have anything for me to play it on. So
Well, he's somehow getting a PS4, so there you go. I want to see you remake a Ghost with that. Like, the love story Ghost, but other way around, that they need, like, a video game to be released, not, like, True Love or whatever. Ghost, good movie, go
you
watch
guys
it.
see some of the fan art pictures for the Big Hero 6
Mhm.
fighting like evil robots and stuff?
Yeah.
It looks super awesome.
Wait, what is this?
I bet he doesn't even know.
Kingdom Hearts 3 going to San Francisco. Nope.
Okay, the franchise.
Is there more
that's
to
in-
the story than just?
Okay, do you know what Big Hero 6 is?
Yeah.
The film that came out.
He's
That's
gonna
gonna
be in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
there's been art released of Sora riding on. I just watched this like 2 days ago.
Baymax?
Too. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's pictures of Sora riding on Baymax, fighting evil robots.
Come on, bro.
I'm just not hyped about Kingdom Hearts. Like I don't.
Well,
Doesn't
that's
really
your
matter
first
to me.
problem.
Okay. Sure, man.
And then did you hear what they're doing in Infinity? Which I'm never gonna get it, but Infinity. In the first game, if you owned every single... This was before Star Wars. In the first Disney Infinity, if you got every single character, you get a lightsaber. In this game, if you own every single character, you can get the Keyblade.
No, it's so worth it. You
Yeah,
gotta
but
do it.
they haven't said if it's all this one or if it's every single character of all time.
Either way, you're doing it.
No, I can't justify buying those cars, Infinity toys. You've not driven an Infinity. It sucks the big one. It is one of the worst mechanics ever.
It's true.
And it's getting better each game. That's what I like. They got some new company to do the new fighting for the Star Wars one because the lightsaber. But I'm hoping it's that because there's that. Oh, I'll get them all. Like I'll easily get all the Infinity characters for this because they're doing this. They're doing an actual place that they announced for the new Force Awakens movie. Like they're gonna do like. They're putting in like Ridley or Daisy, sorry, and like Finn. Like from this movie, there's gonna be a play set.
Oh, I
Yeah,
gotcha.
and they're gonna do a Marvel one too. And there's rumors Ant-Man's gonna be in it because they had this poster at D23 where the Hulk has his hands out and everyone's looking at it and they're like something big's coming and they're just looking at his hands. So Ant-Man would be really cool. You guys haven't played Infinity, but it's pretty cool. But I thought the Keyblade that's
Play
pretty cool.
Skylanders. It's pretty much the same thing.
I never understood what
But
you
with
actually
Disney,
do
though.
in these games. Though.
I've played Infinity.
But it's so good.
Yeah, it's fun.
You have
What's the
like,
gameplay like?
You have 3 kind of things you can do. There's like these discs and whatnot where you can have just
It's
Like-
power ups.
yeah, but
Do you
for
buy different games, or do you just have like one game and then you get add-ons for it?
I'll just start with the last one to make it like so you know. So like the last one, there was like you have these things called play sets, and that's like a story mode. So Guardians of the Galaxy had one, Spider-Man one, and Avengers had one. So you put it on your gamepad, and that gives you like a story mode of like who knows how long it is, but you're always doing these different things. Like it's usually just a platform adventure, things like that. And then there's Toy Box mode, which is just their version of Minecraft. Sorry, well Minecraft works better, but this just for me 1,000 times better because it's Disney stuff. Like you can have like Tony Stark's like Avengers Tower and like the Cave of Wonders side by side. Like it's just a fanboy. That's why I own these games. They're not the greatest games of all time. I can admit that. They're probably not even in my top 50. But just to see like Woody and I don't know Spider-Man together, it's so cool just to see that. Like I never thought you could see that. And now you're gonna get Star Wars. So you have like Darth Vader and Iron Man together. Like it's so cool. So it's just stuff like that. And then there's a lot of other modes.
They should make
and
a Smash Bros.
that's
thing.
that's my next thing. I've told
That
other
would be
friends that
really
I
cool.
want Disney to buy Nintendo's rights, and I know you might be mad about that, but
Well, they don't have to do that. They can.
they have to. I want them to.
Dude, could you imagine Pokemon at Disneyland?
That's why.
Could you imagine?
Screw Universal, sorry, but I want all that in Disneyland. They're making,
Oh my god.
which you didn't hear, but they're making a Toy Story Land. They're making a Disneyland.
Yeah, they're
or
extending Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Star
Wars,
Wars,
Disneyland.
Disney World.
They're making a Star Wars Land and a rumor for Marvel. So a Nintendo Land, I love Universal Studios, but I want Mario there. And because of Wreck-It Ralph, I want a Mario animated movie like that. No more live action. Even Zelda. I want that. I feel all those movies could be done so good with Pixar. Like imagine Pixar getting their hands on all those Nintendo characters. That is just billions of dollars just sitting there waiting. And that's what. Not to be hipster or whatever. That's exactly what I said about Star Wars a few years before. And that one, if we'll never have my father on this podcast, but if somehow it happens, he can vouch for me. And I said they need to buy Star Wars, and then it happened. I'm like, boom, this is the greatest thing ever.
Have you guys been to Disneyland?
Yes.
Disney World.
World and Land.
Okay. So, looking at it, where are they going to expand to, though? Because, I mean, they're already, like...
They're taking us on a Toontown.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, exactly. And then
I don't remember Toontown. When is that again?
Exactly, that's
It's,
why I don't
isn't it
know.
like Looney Tunes and stuff like that? or-
Toontown is, like, Goofy's.
Oh,
and-
Looney Tunes. What the hell's wrong with me?
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
you have, like, Chippendale's Treehouse.
Yeah.
You have... you know, the weights where you, like, pull on the bar, but the weights don't actually move.
I don't want
The
to lose
silly
those,
stuff
though.
like
I
that. Yeah, but it's very...
Kid-oriented?
Yeah, it's not a lot of anything exciting.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I
not
mean...
really relevant anymore for the kids nowadays.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars
Yeah.
will be and Marvel will be now. So apparently that, and apparently they're gonna use. I know at least in the Anaheim one, some of the parking lot is gonna get taken out for Star Wars because it's 14 acres.
Yeah, they got a lot of parking.
Yeah.
It's a lot of parking.
So
They
They
got-
could just move some houses over. It's Disneyland
yeah, sorry,
we're talking about.
but
They should just like buy the moon and just.
I'm pretty
we
sure
talked about this last week. Remember?
Did
Disney
we?
Planet. Remember?
That's a good
We
idea.
said, would you
they
guys
could
move to
probably
Disney Planet?
afford to like buy out the next block over and just buy
Yeah.
buy out the Red Lobster and the
Oh, yeah.
dollar store and just move a whole another block and take over that too. I
Red
could
Lobster.
They should just build their own Death
dude,
Star.
Red Lobster.
Bring one to Canada.
It's true.
Please.
I'm
Yeah.
back, but
It's not
tradition-
that good.
It is
What?
that good.
No.
Yeah, those rolls you get, those little
The
what are
what,
they, the
sorry?
biscuits.
Yeah, that's like
Red
cheese
Lobster.
biscuits.
Oh, I love Red Lobster.
Yeah, see, do
Yeah.
you like Red Lobster?
They have them in
can't remember
Canada.
where we're going.
They have them
We
in
win
Canada.
3-1. Oh, we still would have won 3-2.
Hashtag Red
It's not
Lobster
about winning.
Canada.
Hashtag
They have
Not
them
about
in
winning,
Canada, though.
Travis.
They have it in
It's not
Canada.
about winning.
Hashtag winning.
Maybe
Hashtag Red Lobster
see
Canada.
if
Hashtag
Red
Tiger
Lobster, see if they'll open up like 250 stores at once in Canada.
They already have
You
them
know-
in Canada, though.
But not
In Edmonton.
widespread.
Okay, yeah, Edmonton. Oh, let's go to Edmonton for
Well,
dinner.
I go there
It
often.
should be
so.
widespread. That I want that.
Toronto, they have them.
You guys probably won't be with me, but a Jack in the Box for me is my favorite fast food.
No,
restaurant
Jack in the
of all
Box is
time.
delicious.
Yeah, so breakfast all day. It was
Yeah.
voted in America the #1 like stoner fast food place because
And
of the
it's
breakfast.
That's an
amazing.
important stat.
That is why haven't they brought that
Okay.
to Canada?
Yeah.
There's a lot of stoners
Okay,
here.
let's be honest.
Oh, no, one of them,
if
but-
I wanted to go for breakfast right now, my options are Denny's, and like that's not fast food.
Yeah.
That's Denny's.
And is it that we're getting older or is it getting worse? Do you think because we're getting older it's getting worse? Because every time I go there, it's like this is not good.
I
I'll
just
still
don't
Yeah.
go there. I just don't go there, honestly.
Yeah, it's, I find it's always kind of going downhill.
I used to love their nachos, and now they're crap.
I think they've just kind of run out of people to employ with their high turnover, and so
Yeah.
the quality is just dive
IHOP,
bomb.
that's why.
Oh,
IHOP's
IHOP's.
International
I have to
House
do that
of
this
Pancakes.
weekend now. We have to go to Red Lobster.
Have you guys
we
ever
go
tried to
Red-
Dutch? I've never gone.
No,
I don't know
me
if it's
either.
worth it.
I feel like they kill people in there.
My
It's
dad
always
had
so
a bad
boring.
experience there.
Though they
Oh,
close
yeah.
at
What
like
is it?
noon.
Let's
So
hear it.
yeah, let's see this bad experience.
He told me, he's like, I'll never eat at the Dutch again. I'm like, oh, why is that? And he's like, well, I ate there once.
Wait,
and
who is this
Yeah, who is
person?
This is my
His
father.
dad.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
He got a meal there and he paid for it, and then he tried to leave, and the waitress or whatever confronted him and was like, you didn't pay for your meal, you gotta pay for it, sir. And he's like, well, I already paid for it. And they're like, no, you gotta pay for it, you didn't pay. And so the guy like banned him, I think, from the Dutch, and he was not to go back, and he left, like, he gave them money, he paid for it and everything, so. And he's not a thief, I know he's definitely not a thief.
Okay, everyone
He could
pause.
probably go back.
Hands if you feel like Taylor's dad is telling the truth. Put him up.
I swear.
Just,
you and my
just
dad,
for the
you would
listeners,
know.
only Taylor put up his hand.
And Kirkland.
No, we weren't going to include
Oh,
Kirkland.
Kirkland.
It was like a wave.
Did you think everyone was gonna? And then
Yeah,
you did?
I felt bad for Taylor.
Someone like me, I would pay, like, if someone raised me to be this way, I'm sure that I reflect a perfect example of who they are. They would
But
pay.
you weren't there, so I mean,
Taylor rant. It just seems really fishy. Why would they ban him? Because when they went to the table, it's like, oh, he paid. Sorry, sir.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure it was debit or something. I don't
But you
well,
said
then they
he
have a
left-
record.
Yeah, and you said he left by the table. Now you're just.
Oh, I don't know. He just told me you pay a debit, cash, I don't know.
Anyway, now I want breakfast.
Yeah.
That's
All
the
right,
moral
folks,
of the
that's
story.
over. We're gonna go to the Dutch.
Have you guys ever been banned from a store?
Taylor can't come. Ooh, that's a good question.
What does this have to do with video games or the key?
It doesn't matter. We talk about all stuff. We talk about Geek Ventures. That's what we're on
Okay,
right now.
Geek
Ventures. and
These are
Adventures.
geek ventures.
Have I ever been banned from a place? Is anyone else? I'm trying to think. I feel like I have.
I've been banned.
Tell
Like,
us,
I've been
'cause I'm trying to
back,
think.
and they don't really care. But well, I was at the record store downtown.
Scandia.
Me and my dad were just like shopping for records because that's what we do. And some lady came into the store to sell her records, and she knew my dad from like work or something. They were like pals,
Yeah.
so they were like talking and everything. And then the lady's like, "Oh, I want to like sell these records," and the lady that was working there was like, "Oh, well, you can donate them, but you know, we're not gonna like pay you for any of them," which is really weird because every other record store, like, you know, they'll go through and they'll like give you a value and they'll buy records off you, but this person was just being so like she was doing nothing too. She was just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. She could have easily gone through them, but she was like, "No, I'm too busy. You can just donate them if you want." So she was like, "No, I'm not gonna just donate them." So she gave all of those records plus like a record player just to my dad because we were there and, you know, friends and whatnot. And then the lady freaked out. She was like, "Oh, you guys are pirates. You're stealing from us." You guys are banned, and we just left. And then I had a gift card, so I had to go back and buy something eventually. But I haven't gone back since.
Did she actually use the word pirates?
Yeah, she was like, "You guys are pirating from us," or
No,
something like that.
that's when you know the person's messed up.
She
Anyone
is
who uses
messed
the
up.
word pirates.
She's not
nowadays.
not a good person.
I feel like I have, but it's not coming to me. But I feel like, like nothing like stealing or anything. I just feel like if there's something like bad that happened there, but I don't know. Anyone else? Ever been banned from
No.
somewhere?
I got in trouble once.
Oh, once. What did Taylor do?
He went back, kicked the door to him.
My dad paid.
I can see him sitting in a cell. My dad paid.
He has a lightsaber with him.
My dad paid.
No, it wasn't a Dutch. It was at McDonald's.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
everyone's been in trouble at McDonald's.
I went to the grocery store and I bought those pre-cooked chickens they got. I bought that.
You
And
took
I
it to
bought-
McDonald's?
McDonald's? Is
You
that
cooked
what
it
I
and
bought
took it to
I brought it
McDonald's?
to
Oh,
McDonald's.
you
and
deserve this.
I brought the whole chicken and I sat down at McDonald's. I had a loaf of bread with me too, and I was just making like sandwiches. I was with a friend too. We were just eating and everything, and
Well, no
And
wonder.
this
Yeah.
girl came over and was like, "You guys can't eat that in here." I'm like, "Oh." She didn't kick us out, but yeah, that was a good day.
What the heck?
Why were you surprised? That's two stories.
I wasn't surprised. I was expecting, something's probably gonna happen, but I want to eat here.
Why did you pick McDonald's?
I was eating chicken and McDonald's was nearby. And
And
I
wait,
You're like, I gotta eat this chicken ASAP.
hang on. And you said bread, so it was just bread and chicken?
yeah.
Not like
Just
butter?
bread and
Just
chicken.
bread and chicken? Oh my god.
Sir, can I have
You can't
some
call it
more?
a sandwich, Taylor.
Yeah.
Doesn't count.
We've okay. Does someone have a topic? Does someone have something? We've gone off the rails because of
Well, Taylor brought
Taylor's
a
got his,
paper again.
there goes
this,
Good.
I was just gonna say, does it,
You guys always like make fun of him. I love it. I
before
love that he
anyone
has
else
all these
starts.
things.
Does anyone have something? Because he'll be here for a while.
Those I covered my
Okay.
2 things.
Kirkland,
Mine will be like a minute, so I'll just do it after.
I got a couple things.
Okay,
You guys can just go.
I say let him go because he gets
Yeah.
railed so much.
Yeah, we-
Does he now?
Yeah.
We cut Taylor off
Good
a
for you,
lot,
Taylor.
so go ahead, Taylor. You can go first.
it's your
thank
time.
you.
How many Xbox themes are on this list? He has to count maybe.
There's one Xbox thing.
Oh,
I'll start with that first, but Xbox One may support original Xbox games,
Yes.
which is
That's actually pretty cool.
pretty cool.
That
Yeah.
is.
What, but you said might though.
Mike, I haven't heard like any solid confirmation on it. Just speculation.
What
They
it-
want to
well,
get
did-
through.
Did Microsoft
I
say
don't-
we might? Like,
I don't think.
Is that
I
like a
can't remember
quote,
if
or-
it was either Phil Spencer or someone else important said they want to get through 360, and then they brought up doing Xbox. So if that happens, I will buy an Xbox One. 360, no, but if I can play Knights of the Old Republic on a Xbox One, Taylor's doing the
I
parade.
bought that
here.
actually. Knights of the Old Republic 2.
Yeah.
I was so confused.
Have
'cause
you ever
it-
played one?
No, see, it
Yeah,
goes
so-
from the first one. I'm like, I gotta get the first one.
Yeah, it
I'm
is-
so lost.
It
It was cool though. I liked it for the an hour or so.
It's
that I
so
played.
good, but yeah, if they do that, yeah, not this season, but next season, I think I'm buying a Xbox Boxing Day. I'm coming. So, and I really want Rare Replay. I didn't know Killer Instinct and the last Banjo-Kazooie was on there too, so I want to play it. And
Yeah.
people said they got good reviews. You said it wasn't good.
For
Banjo-Kazooie
The
Nuts and Bolts. Yeah.
yeah, because I worked at EB Games when it came out, and like everyone like wanted to trade it in right away. Like it wasn't.
Because it's all like 8 out of 10 and stuff I've seen, so I have to.
I think if you take it for what it is, I guess it's
a lot of
probably
people are comparing it to.
yeah, because it's more like you build carts and stuff like that,
Oh.
right? It's not Banjo Kazooie. It's
But see, that's why I want Rare Replay, because that'd be worth it for $30.
Yeah.
I didn't know Killer Instinct was on there too, so
it's a good. I bought Rare Replay, and it's super worth it.
yeah,
Like-
legit. That's the only reason why I want an Xbox One right now is Rare. I've been so close to like, you know what? I'm gonna get an Xbox One just if they replay. But I'm like, I'll wait. I don't need to spend $400, but
Yeah, no, it's 'cause I've been playing Conker's Bad Fur Day on it, and it's really awesome because all of the games. So like Conker's has all the original 2-player games and stuff on it. Banjo Kazooie has its original 2-player on it and everything like that. So it's not just the game itself; it's everything that would have been included had you purchased that game originally. So that's kind of cool.
all right. Well, that's a good
Yeah.
fact.
Okay.
Anything about the Dutch on there?
At the end.
Best for last.
Is there any fans of Aliens or Predators here?
Yeah, for sure, Z's.
For both or just one over the other?
Both. I'll do both.
Yeah, I like them both, but I'll take Predator.
I like Predator more, but
Dylan?
Um,
Well,
I have more experience with Alien, so I'd have to give that one by default.
Yeah, I go Predator.
Predator? Okay, I'm Predator too. But I mean, I
Dylan
love
lost
Aliens.
That's 2 times in a row you've lost at something.
Have you heard about?
It's like Lord of the
You're
Rings.
so bitter. I love it.
Well, this is the only way I can
Every
get back
video
into-
game, Travis gets whooped. Every single
This is my
game.
only way of getting
So
back into Dylan. Well, you know what? Tonight, when we go to my place, I'm going to crank out WWF Attitude. And I'll play you in that, and then we'll see what happens.
Oh, let's put money on it. I'm down. Never played it in my
see.
life.
Like, no, this is the only way I can get back at Dylan, because he constantly beats me at most, like, Nintendo things. So, hashtag items on Smash Bros.
We're ready. Go on.
Have you guys heard of the Alien sequel coming out by Neil Blomkamp? You've heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's supposed. I don't know if you know this, but it's supposed to put Alien 3 and Resurrection just kind of out of the way, and it's going to be the continuation
Because they're bad.
for Alien. Yeah, because they're bad. They were horrible.
But it's gone delayed. Have you heard that?
It's gone delayed because Prometheus 2.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Fassbender!
Mhm.
Hashtag Michael F. and Fassbender.
I think they should just put out Alien before Prometheus.
No.
'Cause I think Alien would be...
Not as good.
No.
And so it should be out of the way.
Prometheus is in the way. People are still wondering what Prometheus 1 is about, I'm probably sure. So Alien should just come right up, in my opinion.
If
But
people don't know what Prometheus is about, they should put down their phones and actually watch it then.
yeah, I mean,
Have you
I
seen
watched,
it? Okay, good.
I've seen it
I thought
twice.
I
you-
saw it in theaters twice, I think, actually.
It is good.
I personally liked it. I've seen it a few times. There's some parts I wish I knew answers to. I've had to Google some
But that's why I want the sequel more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm more of a fan of Aliens than I am Prometheus at this point.
I'm more of a fan of Fassbender than Aliens.
Well, hopefully Prometheus 2 comes out really quick, because then I can get Aliens, you can get your Fassbender. Aliens is probably be like 2018, probably they're looking at a theater release, because depending how long Prometheus takes.
And who was Neil Blomkamp?
He's the guy that did Chappie, District 9, and Elysium. Yeah. So to see an Alien movie and like his kind of the way he does
It
his
could fit,
movies,
yeah.
I think it would look real good. Yeah.
I still want him for Star Wars, like we talked about last week.
Oh yeah,
I want
that'd
him
be
for a
really
Star Wars
cool.
movie.
You should do a anthology film or something.
Should do Knights of the Old Republic. I'm
Yeah,
saying that has to happen.
that would be good.
A movie about that?
Yeah, well, eventually they're gonna want to do just because that's a movie that they could do, and it has to do nothing with the main franchise. So it happens thousands and thousands of years before. So it'd be a great spin-off and great story. And whatever happens, it doesn't affect the main story because
Yeah.
it happened centuries ago. So it's like, oh, let's just do this
the
cool
last time
story.
they tried to do prequels, that didn't go so good.
But that was a prequel about the main story, right? They were locked in like this has to happen, this has to happen, like
That's true.
so. That's
Director of Iron Man 3, you know who he is, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, Shane Black. He also starred in the first Predator film. He's been given the green light to direct a new Predator film, actually. And it's only in the stage of having its script being written, but it's apparently supposed to be really, really well written, and it's set up to, like, from what people have read it, they say it's a great way to reinvent the franchise. And there's even rumors of a buddy system in it where it's like the human with the Predator, and other Predator movies that have had that. I absolutely love that. It's one of my favorite
AVP.
things.
AVP?
Well,
people
You
don't
know,
like this movie.
That was probably my favorite one.
it was good. I like Predators personally. Like
That was
Adrian
really good.
Brody
The
with
newer one?
Predator at
The
the end.
newer one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the newer one.
I like the characters that all have different twists. Like Topher Grace was a serial killer and whatnot, but I'll still say original Predator. You can't beat Arnold.
No, you can't.
Get to the chopper.
I played an Alien vs Predator game. Have you guys ever played any of them? I don't
Oh,
even
yeah.
know. Is there multiple?
Yeah.
There probably
Yeah.
is.
Oh,
There's Alien vs Predator 2000 that was on PC a long time ago.
2000.
And then there's the new one that came out for consoles in 2010 where you could play as aliens, humans, and
That one. That's the one I
I
played.
love that. You could
People
get.
said that was good.
Oh,
I thought it was amazing. You get motion sick from playing as the alien, jumping around on the ceiling.
oh, I love it. Yeah, you hold down right trigger and then you can just climb on any wall. So good.
Yeah.
So good.
And it was very gory too. Like you.
But it sucked when you had to be the one who played the Marine. No one wants to play the Marine.
That was scary. It sucked.
It's so
But against the
lame.
Marine, I was scared. The Predator, I felt okay. Whatever happens, I got the stuff to deal with it. And as an alien, I just thought like, no one's gonna kill me. I'm invincible.
Yeah, you just run around going ham. That game was really fun.
Yeah.
Why did you play it to the retro night tonight?
I don't own it.
Do you
I think I got a demo of it. I think I literally just played the demo for hours on end.
Next
I've been
time-
there for a
Next
certain
time
game.
he has it for 360.
Oh, really?
Yeah. For folks that don't know, after this podcast, we were just playing a bunch of old, possibly crappy games and seeing how well they hold up. So we'll get back to you next week on that. Is that your list, really?
Well, I mean, I got one more thing.
Go ahead.
Go
for it.
To all those Walking Dead fans, it starts on Sunday.
I
the
know, I'm
Fear
so
the Walking
excited.
Dead. So tune
I don't
in.
know.
You
You
know,
don't know.
What
I-
season are they on now?
no, it's
No,
a new.
Fear.
It's a prequel series.
Yeah.
Well, what season is this then? How many?
New.
How many have they done now?
Right? Is they're coming on 5?
Well, they're starting their 6th Walking Dead
Oh,
season.
The
Yeah.
first one is really short, though.
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, but the episodes were extra long.
Were they? I don't really
Longer
remember.
than usual. But
Yeah.
You need something to fill it, though. I mean, there's so much filler that goes on in The Walking Dead. I think
That's
having
why I
2
stopped
of it
watching, and it
will
was
be
too
good.
slow after a while.
Yeah.
I think it'll be bad. I think it'll, like, saturate it too much. I think
Oh,
we'll
I
get
I
tired
think
of it.
It looks good. Like, because the zombies are going to be different. Because people are going to mistake them for real people, like, in this scenario. Because they're not rotten. They're just fresh, dead people. So.
But that can only go on for so long. And then I just worry it'll turn exactly into The
But
Walking Dead from them going from one place to another. And because this is not following the comics, that's the other problem I have. Because they've had, like, a guidelines of following things like Governor and Michonne, like, all these great things that have happened. The only, to me, really great thing that happened in Walking Dead that's not in the comics is Daryl Dixon. Other than that, they've had, like, a guideline. Where this, they don't.
Yeah, that can be used in their advantage, though.
Or
Because
disadvantage.
they can.
Or disadvantage. We'll see.
Yeah,
we don't know.
yeah, I'll have to see. I'm excited for it. I love seeing movies that have zombies apocalypse start off, like Dawn of the Dead and all that. I love those movies where it just starts and you're thrown into these situations. But I hope they do reveal a little bit on where the virus came from, because they never say that in zombie movies. They never say where it comes from, except like 28 days later. But yeah.
I love Zombieland.
I don't know. They could end like it doesn't have to be 6 seasons.
What about
long,
the TV
though.
show with that? Is that still
It's
happening?
Like Fear the Walking Dead?
Yeah.
After.
No, it can only be like a couple seasons even.
Well, that's the thing. They could prequel up until the point where Rick awakens and then cut it. They don't have to push it, which is what you're thinking they're gonna try and do.
They're not gonna, though, because they're in separate cities. So they'll never meet up with the main cast. So these people will always be on their own separate adventures.
Yeah, but there could be a crossover, like, as you could see.
No.
Like,
Los Angeles, Georgia?
Well,
I
you
think
never
there
know.
will be a crossover, but I think they're going to do it in a real hammy way.
Well,
They won't resist.
The distance isn't going to be the problem for the crossover. It's going to be the time.
But then what happens if Fear the Walking Dead next season starts at, like, 2 years later?
Well, 2 years, it still isn't really going to be enough.
But we don't know. I don't know.
Because, well, Lori got pregnant, had the kid, and the kid's, like, walking now, so she's, like, 2. So this is, like, 4 years, right?
Screw.
Yeah, well, everyone hated Lori, but... So, I mean, they're going to have to skip a lot in order to them to get to the same point that they can cross over.
Yeah.
And, for them to cross over would just be silly, because then they just merge the shows, because what they're going to cross... Oh, hi, other group. Okay, bye, other group.
we're
Yeah.
going off on our own
Yeah.
spin off this way. You guys go
All
that
it
way.
takes is a couple of years of bad ratings, and you'll see that crossover.
I
Guaranteed.
don't know. It's really popular. And
Yeah,
let
it
alone
will
just
be.
like seeing the teaser
watch show?
trailers. I'm more excited
Watch
for the
show?
teasers that they showed than I would be for the regular Walking Dead. Like the teaser.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Like the teaser where the woman's like getting the groceries out of her van and the van door closes and you see this dead woman right behind her in the reflection of the van mirror or window. Like whoa, and like the skateboard park. They're
Whoa!
doing
That was Taylor's response.
Black inflatable arm guy.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I think it'll be
Is
good.
there any zombies gonna be a Dutch in this episode?
Just one manager.
Oh,
So,
that sounds like a
death
threat,
threat
yeah.
right there.
yeah. Anyways, what were you? What did you bring up over there?
Oh, Walking Dead. I don't know. I kind of got bored. I guess it was season. Whenever they were on the farm, that was the kind of part
Yeah,
where I
That was
zoned
a
out.
long time ago.
It was just so boring,
I
and I
was like
found
there, too.
there was like I didn't find any of the characters
It's
interesting
because
at
You
all.
missed the best
The
season.
plot line is
Well, no, but
always-
if a show is that bad that I'm not gonna I don't want to keep watching it.
2 words.
There's
from
no
Governor.
point.
You don't know what you're missing. Best part of that
That's
show.
just a waste of my time at
That's
that
what they
point.
should've
Like, I would
spun
rather
off,
watch
in my
another
opinion.
show.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
They spent...
Like, it was not entertaining at all, and none of the characters.
Yeah,
none
but when
of
you
them.
get to the part with the governor, that was crazy.
It's really
It
good.
was good for sure, but the reason that it's hard to keep up with their episodes is it's like flatline, cliffhanger, flatline, cliffhanger. So
Yeah.
it's like you're all excited for it, and then it's always such a letdown because like let's talk for 40 minutes, 5 minutes of cliffhanger, and then
I didn't have a problem with the talking. It was just the stuff in between. I don't know. There's just certain characters I didn't like, and there's just... I don't know. Like, I didn't like when they had that whole flu thing going on, because I'm like, no one's going to die majorly from this flu. And guess what? No one died from that flu. Even Herschel, who saved everyone, died because he got his head chopped off. Like, I knew it was not going to take out anybody important. Even when they're like, Glenn's sick. Glenn's going to be fine.
yeah, Glenn's
Like-
the main.
Yeah. But, no, I thought they should have spun off the governor, because that whole season, they spent like 3 episodes making you, like, people that didn't like him already really like him as a good guy. And then with a flip of switch, he was just back to being, like, a bad guy. And I really wanted a season where him and Rick actually would have worked together. When they said, "Oh, let's live together," they could have got so much more out of that.
I never got that in the governor's like mindset at all. Ever since I started watching that season with the governor, I just felt like there's something off about this guy. Like he may try to pretend he's doing good, but he's not doing good. He's
I
got
loved it
totally
though, because it
different
was a story of
intentions.
it was a good story of redemption and him wanting to change his ways, and he would have been fine until that guy like threatened him, like, "Oh, they don't know who you are," so he had to fight for it.
What did
And-
the last season even end with? I don't even remember anymore.
Rick and his group got taken into this new place called Alexandria. And,
Rick?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Morgan.
Yeah, found him.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
He walked in right when Rick shot that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which I don't like in the trailers. They're showing them that they're not friends; they're at odds. Have you seen that?
Yeah, they're showing Rick
So
as like
stupid.
being the outcast, and I don't think that's really the case.
I
think
hope the
it's-
trailers are misleading us. That's another good character, Shane. I miss Shane.
Well,
Shane?
you liked Shane.
Oh.
I love Shane because
Oh my god.
no, because once again, when he got killed, he was doing fine, and then Lori had to come up when everything was fine. Like, oh, you know what? If Rick didn't come back, we would have been together because I did love you. Sorry, I can't use the word I want to sound there, but like, no, he was completely like, okay, he wasn't in the right for trying to kill Rick, but she messed and played so many mind games with them. He was fine. He was with what's her name? Who was the blonde chick?
The chick that everyone hated.
Yeah.
Hashtag Andrea.
Yeah, Andrea. But he was with
Yeah.
her, and they were going to be something. And Lori's like, oh, I did love you, and we could have been something, but this is the way it has to go. Why did she have to go up and say that? So then Shane snapped. Yeah, I love Shane. Because I felt he would have been better for the group. And he was, because Rick for a while almost killed him. Now, is Rick just not Shane right now?
Well, he is turning into Shane.
Yeah,
but,
so
I mean,
he
knows
Rick,
he
has to be
Rick
Shane.
wouldn't leave anyone behind. Shane shot that guy back in season 2 and left him.
I
behind
think
when he
Rick
got
would
the medal.
now. I think he's...
I don't think.
Give
Rick
it a couple
would.
more...
See, but I
No.
think we bonded with Rick though. There was not enough time to bond with Shane and watch him go to this transformation. Where Rick, we've had 6 seasons or 5 seasons of like, okay, we started out really loving him, and you can kind of understand where he's coming through as he's going through it. Where Shane, there was no real time to get that
You
connection.
just see Shane having fun with his wife, and you're like, oh, this dude's gotta go down.
Yeah,
But his
like-
wife he's supposedly dead.
Yeah, but
And sorry, this is gonna sound weird for this podcast. This is totally off topic, but like, I wouldn't mind if I'm dead and my best friend ends up with my girlfriend, because if it's literally my best friend, I know this person would take care of her. Like,
I wouldn't because I mean, I might not really be dead. I'd be like,
but I'm saying if you are
if
dead,
my friend says I'm dead, I might not be dead.
yeah,
Just
but
remember
he
that.
didn't. He like told her it was him. He played the mind games.
but
was-
he thought he was dead
No.
because there was a,
No.
He just barricaded the door.
Yeah, he went in and Rick was like asleep, and then he heard zombies, so he's like, oh, so he like closed the door and left him.
But I tried my best, but he's
But-
dead.
Okay, but if there's a horde of whatever zombies going in there, you would think your friend's dead. There's not much he could have done for Rick at that
He-
point.
He
Okay.
barricaded the door.
All he, if he's just,
Yeah,
if,
that's all he
okay,
could have
if
done.
he's
He
just
couldn't, if he would have
sleeping-
went back to care Rick, he would have been dead.
Well, no, you don't have to go and carry him, but like you don't just like, oh, his eyes are closed. Okay, that's good enough for me. Or you could say like, tell Lori like I saw him in a hospital. There was zombies. I didn't have enough time to check. He could be dead.
But
Go
that's why I
back.
think he was a better leader. Because if you would have gone back, Lori and them dead. They would
How
have
do you
gone
know?
back.
Because
Because
he got
it's
out.
Lori.
'Cause
She's terrible.
I mean, if Rick was able to get out, obviously someone else could have got in.
But that was months after, right?
Yeah.
So you don't know in that time when all the zombies are. Lori could have gone on. Did you see her flip that car? She is not capable of doing
Yeah,
that. She is
true.
not Michonne, who Rick should be with.
Okay, Moshe is so such a
Yeah.
word that I can't say that would be inappropriate.
Bad Mama Jama.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
But no, with Shane, I don't know. For me, I felt like they did a good job of sympathizing or making you sympathetic with the villain, at least for me, because he was put in a situation where obviously he started to feel for her, and then, yeah, maybe he did play some mind games, but that's because he ended up falling in love with her, and then she just started, once he finally was normal again, she started to mess it up again. So that's where in the end, he was going good, and then she messed it up.
So what's your opinion on Rick taking care of Shane's kid?
Well, he has to do it. Like, I don't know, like it's...
So you would do it if your best friend slept with your girlfriend and then she had his kid, you'd take care of it?
Well, in this situation, it wouldn't matter because you wouldn't ever know, right? So I guess I would probably in that situation just lie to myself and say it's my kid.
Yeah.
But if we don't, you never know. They
don't know if it's Shane's kid?
we don't know.
They released. There's a timeline. If you look at the timeline, there is an actual timeline release. There's no way it's Rick's.
Well, I don't know. Like, I think in a way that it's tricky because even though he had to kill his friend, I still think he thinks of him. And remember that time Rick had that flashback of Shane when he saw him when he was going crazy? He also saw Shane along with Lori. So I think there's still a part of him that cares. Same thing with Lori. If Lori was alive and that there was no zombies, they would have been divorced quicker than anything that could be. Because she died, he felt bad. But they hate each other. They were barely talking to each other when she died.
Yeah, but that was also because of everything that happened with Shane.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with Shane. Like, I still think he thinks of them both in a good light. So I think with Shane, he still is like, I'm taking care of his kid because if the zombie apocalypse didn't happen, they'd still be best friends kicking it in Georgia, right? I think a zombie apocalypse changes a lot of stuff.
It does, for sure. Well, I mean, the whole thing, Shane and Lori wouldn't probably have happened. If that's his best friend working every day. Like, their relationship seemed okay when Rick first got back before he found out about everything and whatnot, right? And before Lori kind of played her mind games.
Yeah, see?
So...
I'm on Team Shane, and I think he would have been better for the group, because now Rick is just pretty much Shane. He's not as, maybe, like you said, calculating and vile, but he's still doing stuff. Now he's like, we need to kill people. Before he was always like, no, last resort.
Yeah, because he won't take any chances now, and he's got reason to.
That's the way Shane was. He didn't take any chances the same way. It's him or Otis. Sorry, Otis, you gotta go. That I respect, because then they wouldn't have got away. Otis was just whatever, slumping along. Like, they would have both been dead. That same thing with Rick. They would have both been dead if he didn't try to get Rick out more. Like, that's what I think. Like,
I don't know. I think Rick would have saved him, I'm pretty sure. He would have been like, oh, this guy's trying to help me save my kid.
But would Rick now?
Now? I don't know.
That's what I mean?
I don't know. If the guy was a threat, I think he would, but I haven't seen Rick do anything where if a guy is trying to help, like, he wouldn't pop him.
Well, at the beginning, Rick was just going to kill this husband even before he knew he was hitting her and the kids, just because he wanted to sleep with his wife.
Yeah, but
it's exactly Shane.
That's the Shane. I admit that. I admit that.
And that's why I like Rick more. I didn't like the couple last seasons.
But he didn't, though. He didn't. Like, there's one point where he, like, reached up to grab his gun, and he didn't, because he's probably thinking, like, what am I, Shane? I can't do this.
But one day he's just going to pull it, and...
Well, he pretty much did at the end of the season. Yeah. He kind of lost it.
There you go.
But that guy deserved it, though. He put the katana up and, like, killed that innocent...
That was so bad. That was so bad. Oh my god, that shows such bad writing sometimes. Do you remember that? He pulls out the katana and then he accidentally slits the husband. And it's like, this is how you're gonna figure out how to kill him. And yeah.
Well, it wasn't Rick's decision to kill him either. The woman looked up and was like, "Do it,"
even though it's a mistake. So whatever. Okay. What else we got? Hashtag Walking Dead rant over.
Anyway,
hashtag spoil the whole show for you guys.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Looked up some information on Pokemon Tournament here. So it is out in Japan. Came out July 16th, 2015.
Wow.
I can't find the actual official lineup, but what has been released is Lucario, Machamp, Blaziken, Susine, Gardevoir, Pikachu, Gengar, and then supporting characters Fennekin, Snivy, Eevee, Lapras, Emolga. So, and then two new ones, Jirachi and Whimsicott. So there's a couple things that have been released already. Oh, and then Charizard and... Yeah, the main ones there.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That sounds like... Even even if you just had that, that's a pretty good fighting game. Because fighting games don't have Other than Smash, like just like general fighting games.
Yeah,
like,
but there's only 10 characters that I can find that have been released.
yeah.
So I mean that's
That is
not
kind of low.
yeah, it's not huge. And I mean it's already out. I'm surprised I can't find more on the internet.
But for a game like an arcade game, you see it like an arcade. There's not that many characters you get to play as. But
Yeah.
for the Wii
It's
U,
possible
I
that
can see a
they'll
lot more.
put
Yeah.
different characters in.
Yeah.
That was maybe
It's
by
likely,
spring.
Well, it's saying that you can like get to the point where you can mega evolve. So I mean, it might not get that large just because they got to stick with Pokemon that will have a mega evolution or something equivalent.
There's quite a bit though.
Yeah, it's more than 10.
There's a lot. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens with it. Anyway, I'll buy it. So
Oh, I'm
I'll
getting
let
it
you
for
know.
sure.
I'll play it. I won't buy it, but I'll play it.
I'll take a video when I go to Japan. I'll put it on our Facebook. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
Kirkland, you said you had a quick thing to bring up?
It's really, really short, but if you're a Diablo fan, Blizzard,
Oh yeah.
you hear
What
about
about
that?
Yeah.
Diablo? I heard something, but I didn't actually look into it. So.
They're like just, it's so like far away, but they basically announced that they're gonna start development on. They didn't say a new Diablo game, but they said if like they're looking for people to join the crew to make the games, and they're asking if you're a big fan of the series. It's what is it? I forget who they said. I think they have the same game director as like the old games though. I'm not too sure. Like I actually haven't heard too much about it, but yeah, it's big news for a new Diablo game because
I feel like it took like over a decade.
It did
From 2 to 3. That seems weird.
I was so disappointed
Yeah,
with 3
that's
as
what I was
well.
gonna ask.
You
I
were
was-
disappointed with 3?
I couldn't get into
As
it.
anyone who played a lot of Diablo 2,
I
I
played
think
a
it's
lot.
universal that
Yeah.
everyone, that all those people didn't
Yeah,
like Diablo
I played
3.
like
At least when it
so
first
much
came
of
out.
Diablo 2, and then I got my friend. He had the beta, so I went over to his house and played it, and I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like the new graphics updated, like it looks nice and everything." But I don't know. There's something
Wasn't as
about
much
it.
depth.
Yeah, yeah,
So
definitely.
that's what I was going to ask. As someone that's never played Diablo game in their life, what would you want to see in Diablo 4 that wasn't in 3? Like, why was 3 such a disappointment?
I don't know. You can't.
Well,
ask me.
I didn't play a whole lot of Diablo 2, but I know a lot about it. I think one of the things is like if you are playing a character, however you have more options in how you want to build that character.
Mhm.
So if you like with Diablo 3, if you're a witch doctor, that's like you're the same as every other single one. Like your stats are
Mhm.
the exact same depending on your armor, right? But like if you want to say you wanted to make a different kind of witch doctor, you would have to like play the game again and try to build them how you want. So there was just like more replayability, I guess, with
Okay.
Diablo 2.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And I think that was pretty much the main thing that people had a problem with.
Do you think that's why 1 is coming out so soon after? Because people had a problem? Because you guys said there's such a big...
Well, I find it
2,
weird.
3.
Like right now, they're probably working on more DLC for it. I would
Yeah,
imagine.
that's
Yeah.
what I heard.
Probably
Yeah.
2 or 3 more expansions or something.
Mm-hmm. Like
So yeah, it probably wouldn't be for a while.
yeah, like I said, it wouldn't be for a while because they're literally looking for people to like start working on it,
Yeah.
and
So what, like...
they want like people that are like really dedicated to the series, like the old Diablo games, things like that. So it's good news.
I mean,
if you're
maybe
into
Blizzard
Diablo
wants to like
series.
switch it up though. Like maybe they want to start whipping out games more quickly because StarCraft 2 from 1 to 2 that took how long did
Like
that
a day
take?
and a
that was forever.
That took like they all have taken forever.
There's
So
that new DLC for StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
Is there?
Sea of the Void.
Yeah.
is that for Protoss? Is that the Protoss campaign then, or
I don't know. I never
do you know,
played
Jessica?
it.
You sounded like you knew.
I knew that it was announced. I didn't look into it.
I guess it had-
StarCraft.
I play StarCraft.
Did you
2.
look into the?
I heard about it. I didn't look too much into it.
Well, because
though.
when the game
'Cause the
first came
last
out,
one
it
was
had
the
the
Zerg.
like it came with like the Marine campaign kind of.
Yeah,
I don't know why I just called it Marine Terran.
yeah.
But
I knew what you meant.
and then yeah, they had the
The Zerg one.
Yeah.
Heart of the Swarm.
Heart of the Swarm.
Yeah.
So I guess this one has to be the Protoss one. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Is it out or is it coming out
It's
soon?
This
coming
is
out.
coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I just heard about it like today or yesterday. So probably not for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
You don't play that either, I take it, Travis?
No. I don't think I've actually ever played a single
I just play
Blizzard
the
game in
mini
my life.
games on it. I don't
Wow.
really play.
Never played
actual-
WoW, never played Diablo.
Yeah,
'Cause was Diablo a console or PC?
Yeah,
PC.
it's console.
Oh yeah,
Well,
the
new
new
one.
one's
It
console.
But I
was
mean like the
360.
old ones.
No.
No,
PC.
No.
1 and 2 were PC.
Yeah, that's why. I'm not a PC guy. I just don't This just doesn't interest me. I've grown up with games on a console. It's the way I'm always going to do it. And
Why? Why are you being so stubborn about it?
for a while, it was the no controller. Like, when there was no controllers, and I just like that. And then, once again, we talked about this, I think, maybe this was off the cast, but my two maybe favorite games, Batman and Grand Theft Auto, I would have hated if I just owned a PC. Because Batman, one of the worst PC games ever released, is going to get patched, apparently, they said in September, so that's good. But the game came out in June? That's pretty bad. And then Grand Theft Auto, I had to wait, a year and a half? That's the main reason. Because I know the console, I'm always going to get what I want most of the time. Like, yeah, there's stuff that could be delayed, but it's just a reassurance. And it's just, I've spent enough money on a PS4 and a Nintendo, I don't need to spend money on a good computer. I just want a laptop for my scripts, and that's it. Like, there's just, the only thing that would make me go over is, like, Steam, because of the sales, but, I don't know. How do you feel about the Steam box or whatever they're doing?
I feel like it's something they've been talking about forever, and is it happening?
It is, because a few months ago they released images of the actual console and controller and whatnot, but even the controller looked weird, and I was like, I don't think I'll play this.
It looks interesting. I have no idea how it'll actually work, because isn't it like a touchpad almost?
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy it. I'll let you guys know. I buy every console,
Review.
Yeah, see, I would, if I tried to like it, then I would, because then if they do that, and Steam sells for that, then I'd be...
Yeah.
Then I'll come over.
Well, Steam is...
Steam's where it's at.
The best thing ever.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
I know.
So good.
Yeah.
I remember when
I
it was
haven't
like
paid
so
full price
old.
for a game.
I remember when it was so new, like so long ago, when like everyone was so skeptical about it. They're like, "Oh, it's gonna be such a bomb," but it's
It's
it
beautiful.
just keeps
it's the
getting
thing.
better
Yeah,
and better.
it keeps getting better.
It's the
Bro.
thing.
Every new sale, every new like winter or summer sale.
Oh, so good.
And they're like indie
Oh.
packs. It's like 5 games for like $10 or something like that.
I know.
Beautiful.
The humble
You just-
bundles, you choose what you pay. You get like 100 games for... Oh, I'll give them $2. Why not?
Taylor, how do you feel about PC?
I agree with you. I don't like the idea of... Like, I have a PC for gaming, and I have a couple games on Steam that I play that are only on PC, but I've always been on console. I'm always going to be a console person, and especially, even more so, because with Assassin's Creeds...
Always comes back to Assassin's
hear me out. Assassin's Creed.
It's a huge
it
demographic,
It
guys.
comes right out on console on the day they say it's supposed to, but then it's still got like a month off before it comes out on PC, and then look, a delay, something popped up, so PC gamers got to wait again, even longer. And here I am already playing it on Xbox. So I mean, that's another one of my pet peeves with it.
See, the mainstream guys need their fix.
Yeah.
we can't wait around for those good sales. We need to just play them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
I like
I've
both.
see the
I've
points.
I've shifted my opinion, like, just because Steam is so awesome. Like, do I really need to play Borderlands 2 the day it comes out? No, like, there's really no reason to. I don't need to. How about I wait 2 years and get it for like $5? That sounds like a way better deal to
Yeah.
me.
I'm still.
I've saved so much money from just
I've
using
not gotten
Steam.
over
It would depend on the game.
Because there's always a
Borderlands,
game
wanna
that you
play
could
with people,
go back.
And I don't know.
Well, that's what you do. You
Yeah,
get
for
like a couple
PC.
friends. Hey, let's all buy this game. It's
Yeah, but
$5.
they're all playing probably like the new Borderlands or like a new.
No,
new
because this is
multiplayer game.
what like all my
Yeah,
friends
that's
do
what's
now.
so
It's the
nice
best
too.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
oh, do you want to play Borderlands 2? Let's buy it. It's $5 right now. That's
What's the
Yeah.
thing about
Console gamers
Steam?
aren't like that, though.
Yeah, Steam's more community.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
a lot more people play together. It's not just like, I'm bored, I'm gonna go play by myself on my Xbox. It's like, I'm bored, who's on Steam?
Yeah.
and there's like everyone has like Team Fortress is free now,
Oh,
so everyone can
beautiful.
just hop on and
So
play
beautiful.
that. And,
Best game ever. If you haven't played Team Fortress, you gotta play Team Fortress.
And then Steam too. Like they have like you could buy like 4 copies of a game for like a really discounted price. I do that all the time and just give them to
Yeah,
my
give 'em-
friends, and then we can
yeah.
all play it. Steam's the best. You guys seriously, at some point, like I don't know why you guys are like, oh, I'll never be a PC guy. Like, why are you just kind of?
I don't want to have to
Saying no.
constantly upgrade a PC to keep playing games when the
Yeah.
Xbox
You don't. I got
lasts
this
for 10
computer
years,
6
then
years
you-
ago.
Yeah, I bought a laptop
I haven't
from
had
Target
to.
for like $200, $150, and I play WoW on it all the time. It's fine.
And I just don't like.
This is more cost efficient in the long
And
run.
I like playing
It
on
is.
my like.
If one
55
thing is
inch
outdated,
TV
you can just
too.
buy
You
that
can
one
hook it up to your
thing.
TV.
Yeah, you can hook it up to a TV.
I don't know,
HDMI.
The one thing is on
There's-
there's
There's
No, like
always
this is a good
something with
debate.
the-
Let's just
No,
let's go
There's
for it.
always something with the computer I find. Whenever, like, if I play a game, then 2 years later I come back, re-download the game on a newer computer, I'll get some kind of pop-up, something that'll just... some kind of problem that won't let me download. I've had this happen so many times. But then I'll get an old original Xbox game, put it in the
an
360,
extra point,
boom,
yeah.
it works. It works. There's no
Okay,
installs or anything.
then let me toss this back to you. So I have my Steam account, I play something, and then I'm done with it. And then 2 years later, I get my new Steam account, I log in, oh, look there's my game with my memory. So you have your 360 game, your 360 breaks, or your original Xbox, and then you go to play your original Xbox game, and you can't because the file was on your Xbox. It's not saved to the...
It should link to the hard drive. It links to your account.
Not original.
Well,
The only things I would link is your online stuff for
Yeah,
games.
and you have to save it to cloud. If you don't save it to cloud, then it doesn't save on the magical transport it anywhere.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, if I brought my laptop to Dylan's house and we were going to play Steam together, I could just log on to Steam and everything's there. But if I don't have my game saved to cloud and I come over here, I can't play my game until I go home and move it to the cloud and come back.
But
That's something I could live without.
yeah, same here, because I it'd be a nuisance with single player, but as far as playing with other people, I don't play with other people on my games. Like, I just play solo campaign. I don't even think there's anything I play multiplayer for any game. I like just single player. I like, with Batman's a bad example, but with I'm trying to think. Probably the only one will be Star Wars Battlefront. When that comes out, I want to play online. But other than that, there's no games. Metal Gear Solid, no Fallout. You can't really play
So
online.
you guys are both PC?
I'm both.
I mostly play
And you're
PC.
both console?
I mean, I played
I'm
Melee,
mostly
though.
PC.
Melee is like
And then-
the only game I play right now. So.
But like I said, when you said never, my big point was what was proved this year with Batman. Because if I just had strictly a PC and that happened, I would be so pissed, and I'd be so. And I would go out and buy a console, and that's what I mean. It's just one of those things, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me once, fool me twice, shame on me. Like, it's that. Like, and that's what would have happened in this past 2 years. Grand Theft Auto. Oh,
but there's no way, like, if you have only a PS4, you're gonna miss out on some things too.
Yeah, but same with vice versa. Like, you're always going to miss out on something.
So that's what I'm saying is that's an irrelevant point
on.
to zone out the PC because that's also present on every other console.
But then I don't want to spend the money for a good PC. If I
No, in the long run, you're saving more money because right now my computer, I have one thing that's kind of outdated. That's a graphics card, so I can just buy a new graphics card for like $100
and I still don't
or
like
something.
the controllers though that come with PC.
You can buy...
What? You can put? I use
Yeah.
Xbox controller.
I
on
use my
PC.
PlayStation 4 remote.
I don't know.
It's not a matter of opinion. That's a fact.
No,
That's a fact.
we're not figuring if that would switch me over. Like, you guys, like, these are all good points, but there's nothing. Like Taylor said, there's nothing yet that you guys have hit me with. Like, boom. The only thing is Steam. Other than everything that, like, that's cool. That's a good feature. That's awesome for you guys. But for me, it's like, I'm fine just to hit start on my PS4, sit down on my couch, and play my game, and be happy with my mindset of like, I know what I am, I know what I got. And truthfully, I don't play that many games anymore. So that's why I don't. But like, I'm getting 4 games this year and the next holiday season. That'll probably be it for the whole year. With that and Infinity, that's it. And I'll wait till next November because I won't have time to play them all. I know even between Fallout, Metal Gear Solid, Star Wars, and Hitman, there's at least 2 of those games I will not finish the whole thing. And it sucks, but I don't have the time for games. So that's why with Steam, it's great with saving the money. But at the same point where you guys may go spend $15 and get a bunch of games, I'm going to spend no money because I don't want any of those games. Like, I don't like indie games. Those don't,
That's another thing. I'm sure you guys...
I feel like you can't just say you don't like indie games. Like, that's kind of crazy to say that.
Anytime on PlayStation,
that's
when I
because there's indie games for every single genre.
Yeah.
No, I know, but there's never been an indie game yet I've played. Like, some people saying when they've talked about, like, Shovel Knight and things like that. There's never been an indie game yet.
Did you not like Shovel Knight?
What?
You didn't like Shovel Knight?
It's alright, but there's no indie game that I'm like,
Castle Crashers?
What?
Castle Crashers?
Never played it.
Oh.
But anytime I've played an indie game that people would request, the only one I think, the newest one that people say you have to play and I haven't played is Journey. Other than that, I'll play them. What?
It's great.
Yeah, I think I will buy it because it's only 15 and I got 15 credits, so that's the one I'm willing to try. But there's no indie game yet that people say, you gotta play this, and I play this, I'm like, that's where I am a mainstream guy. I love the indie game, but at the same point, I go, I'd rather just plug in COD and go shoot some people. Like, I'm basic that way. But that's the thing. With you guys talking about spending the $15 getting all these games, I can just save that $15 to go get me some bag of chips and a Slurpee. And I'll get much more enjoyment out of that than the indie games. Because I love banana Slurpees.
We're talking about that in the point of...
Okay, well, if you're going to compare value, the value of buying a game is much more than your Slurpee.
Yeah,
but
but...
not if it's an indie game. It's an indie game. No, banana Slurpees are the best thing mankind's ever
Most
made,
Steam
man.
players
Chevron
don't play the
downtown
games
right
though
now,
after you
banana
buy them.
Slurpees.
Oh, really?
Like,
Yeah.
you guys probably have a ton of Steam games you bought on sale, and you probably haven't even played a lot of them. You haven't gotten back yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You probably have that for Xbox too, where you buy it and you've only played it for 20 minutes and then decided it's
Nope.
not.
When I buy a game for console, I buy it because
It's
I know
because it's so
I'm gonna play
expensive, though. It's
Yeah.
like you're not going to buy an $80 game and then just let it sit on your shelf.
Yeah, and that's
It's
why I
like
said
a
I'm going to
Steam, though.
stick to 4.
That's
Yeah.
the thing with Steam. Like,
Like-
oh, I bought this game for $2. I played it for half an hour. I didn't really enjoy it. Whatever, it was $2.
Yeah, that
It's like
was
you have it
worth.
forever, though. It's like, what if in 10 years, what's
Yeah,
this
or
game that I
a
didn't
friend's
play
like,
back?
oh, let's play this game. Oh, yeah, I have it.
Yeah, it's like, sure.
30 minutes on it, sure.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the reverse for me. With the 10 years, it's like, I'll go play Super Mario 64, or I'll go play Luigi's Mansion again. Like, that's, when I have free time in gaming, I don't try out new games. I go back to games that I really want to play again. That's what I do. That's why I've never had a thing for indies. Like, I want to play old games. Like, it's the same thing. I started, Majora's Mask like a year ago, and I only played it for a bit, and then stuff came up. I never finished it. When I have free time, I'm gonna go back and finish that. Like, that's what I want. I don't want to go try out new games because the games that I have right now, like Star Wars, like Fallout, I'll be happy with those. Like Batman, I'm happy. Those are my mainstream games. I'll play those. I'm good. Anything else, like, I don't have time to like try out something. You know, that's why I might get some for $30 or if someone borrows it to me, but I wouldn't have time for all that Steam stuff. I would like it for the mainstream games and get those on sale, but indie games, cheap games like that, like, not for me. Like. And it's just, yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's what I mean. Like, there's, other than Steam, there's nothing that would switch me over. Like, right there, I don't know. Who knows from 10 years from now? But at this moment, there's nothing. And Steam's awesome, but it's not enough to make me go switch over to PC. I still like my PS4. I like everything about it. And, yeah, my main thing, too, is just, like I said, the Batman Grand Theft Auto thing. For me, that was just, if I would have just been a PC gamer, that would have made me switch over. Because I love my mainstream titles, and that would have made me, that's it, I'm done. I'm going to get a PS4, so I know to buy it here. So, yeah.
I'm both, so to me it really
Yeah, I'm both, too.
doesn't
so.
matter one way or another. I have both. I have multiple copies of both. I have 3 computers and every
Yeah.
system out, so, you know, to me it doesn't matter one way or another.
I don't think I could be satisfied with just one of any. If I had to, I'd definitely pick PC though. If you had to pick one, what would it be?
That's tough.
Actually, I would have
That's
to
a
pick
good
I would have to
question.
pick GameCube.
For
Melee.
I thought you
For
meant
Melee.
like a brand. I didn't know you meant like one console forever.
PS2.
There's not rules to this. I mean,
PS2 was.
Well, no.
Anyone that doesn't pick PS2 is wrong.
I don't know what brand. With brand, I'd probably have to pick Nintendo. I love a lot of Sony and whatever game. I don't know, because you don't get Grand Theft Auto on those. It's tough. Like, that's really... But I still think I'd probably still pick... I don't know. That's the brand I'd have to think about. Yeah, for console, I'm trying to think of just one.
PS2.
PS2 is great.
PS2 had like the largest title selection out of any console
yeah.
ever.
It had my favorite games. Like,
Yeah.
all of my childhood favorite games were on PS2. Sly Cooper.
PC is forever. That's what I'm trying to say.
PC is
That's
going
the
to
point.
always be, significant.
I mean, in that sense, you can download an emulator for any game
Yeah.
on any console
True.
ever.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
You can play any single game you want on a computer.
you can play Pokemon
That's like
on a
having
computer.
a genie and then
Nintendo.
wishing the genie for more wishes, in a sense.
That's how good
But
the
the genie
PC
actually
is.
grants it.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the consoles, because I got like a 4-way tie between like GameCube, PS2, and PS4. And I think I got rid of the 360. I thought 360 I really enjoyed it, but I took it out. So it'd be like PS2, PS4, and GameCube. Like those ones, it's tough. Because I really like my PS4, and I'm looking forward to what the future is going to bring. But I don't know. Just because I love Luigi's Mansion so much, it's hard. Because that GameCube lineup is... The selection of PS2 is good, but I think GameCube has the quality. Because... Oh, the amount of good games that came out for the GameCube, and they're all so good. Oh, yeah, like... Yeah, if I had a gun to my head, I'd probably...
With GameCube, you could have GTA.
Could I?
With Simpsons Hit and Run. That's pretty much like GTA.
Yeah.
That game is better than
Buy a
GTA.
hooker, though.
Well, some of those Simpsons characters, I don't know.
Make that. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's a 3-way tie. I really couldn't. I'd have to look at all the games and go from there, because... Between just even Luigi's Mansion and Sunshine, like that is
Sunshine?
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Sunshine seashells on the seashore.
Are we picking a console based on games they've already had that come out, or games that they could
Just
release
one
in the
console
future?
forever.
One console, whatever.
So
That's
that
why I said
includes
PS4.
games that could be coming out.
Yeah.
Well, I pick Xbox. It's like if they go up to like Halo
Well, the
50.
Xbox. What, Xbox One?
No,
Yeah.
but Xbox. Yeah, but they're not going to go up to Halo 50. They'll
Well,
make a
I
new
know,
Xbox.
but, I mean,
Yeah, so
they
then you're
could.
stuck with the Xbox One. What if the only Halo that comes out is Halo 5 Guardians, and then they make a new console.
No,
You did
'cause
get
Halo
Master
Wars
Chief
2.
Collection though.
Yeah, and Master Chief Collection and Halo Wars 2. I'm happy with that. I'm still playing Halo Wars 1. I went back and I'm playing through the campaign again because it's so much fun. I love it.
Oh, I forgot about the Xbox and Knights of the Republic. I couldn't pick. I don't know. I just choose to get shot by the guy. Hate me. Like I couldn't pick because I would be mad either way I picked. Like yeah.
Not if you pick PC. To play any game you want.
I can't play.
Like actually though, like I have.
You can get an
Knights of the
emulator.
Can you
Republic
play
on
Luigi's
PC.
Mansion on the PC?
You can get an
Yeah.
emulator.
Yeah,
why
you
not?
can get
Sure.
an emulator and
I
play
don't want
that
an
for
emulator. I
sure.
want the real thing.
That is the
That's
real
the
thing.
exact
the
same,
same.
yeah.
The real thing.
Well, it's like saying
authenticity.
that's like saying Rare Replay isn't the same thing as playing Conquer. That's
Well, I consider
It's
that to
kinda
be. I consider it to be like the authentic and all that.
I don't know, but I don't have. Can you play the GameCube controller on the PC?
You probably get an
yeah, you
Well,
just
adapter.
yeah, get an adapter.
Well,
You can't just
We're
plug it
slowly
into USB
converting
port.
him.
Don't do this to me, Travis.
You
No.
can actually with the Smash Bros thing, you can download. I don't know where you'd get it, but you can download a thing that actually lets that like work.
no,
on
I'm
your
thinking
computer.
about this, and no, he's probably right. I'm sorry for not. I would not jump over now because all these consoles. But if I had to pick one, then I probably would pick. Like I.
You would have to. You could use any controller you want.
That's the.
You can play
reason-
any game you
It's
want.
just like games.
You can play new games.
I would be mad all the time because all my favorite games would be getting delayed. But if I only had to pick one, I probably would pick the PC then. I'm sorry,
I
but
got you.
no, but
PC
no,
Master Race.
no. But he had a good point about all the games in selection.
Yeah,
That's a good
yeah.
point. Like that, I'm thinking if I'm thinking about something that's gonna last me forever, that's why I picked the PC. Because even GameCube I love, but you're stuck with all those games coming out. They're never gonna be like, hey, we're relaunching GameCube games. Like, so no, he makes a good point with that.
Yeah,
so I would
that's
not
true.
with all these consoles now. I would not touch a PC, but.
Another
This is
thing
in
back
some
to
weird
like the
messed up
basics
world they've put me in where some
is,
dark alley.
is like mod support, and
Yeah.
a lot of
That's
Steam
true.
games
Mod
like
community.
it's really easy. You just check things off. Some games don't have it like supported with Steam, so you have to go figure it out. But either way, that's good. I'm really glad that Xbox is doing that. That's pretty cool.
Mod
Yeah.
support.
But that is a
Backwards
really cool feature.
compatibility. Backwards compatibility.
So far, what? Only 29 games though able to.
That's okay.
Suck.
That's good.
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's a start.
And
it's gonna be a problem.
pretty sure all those games I already own and
Yeah.
have a 360 that I can play them on. So
But now you can play them on the one while talking to all your friends on the one.
oh
Or you
yeah,
can just go
oh
on
yeah.
Skype.
Let me talk to all my
Your phone.
friends on the one. Oh wait, you're the only one that owns a one, so that kind of doesn't work.
And besides, yeah, I just get my phone out while I'm playing my PS4 and like, yeah,
Yeah.
Brooklyn just said I just Skype them while they're playing Xbox One, and that's how I do it. I wish PS4 had a Skype, obviously, but I just Skype them on my phone.
PS4 doesn't have.
Yeah, no, it is
Skype.
party chat.
Why did I just say PS1?
You know what bothered me
No,
about 360?
but-
There's certain games or like I guess game modes where you couldn't be in party chat. Like it wouldn't let you. Do you remember that?
That was like
Nintendo!
Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2 had those game modes where like it would force you.
If you're
out
in
of
search and
party-
destroy, yeah.
it'd force you out.
Oh, so
It was
annoying. That was the
stupid.
worst thing ever.
Oh, I thought that was water.
Ah!
we thought we had a technical. See, there's apparently a witch. We have a ghost. We have a witch.
Got everything.
Awesome, so that was a good little debate.
I think so.
Didn't you have some questions you want to talk about Nintendo too?
Yeah, sure. Let's go for it.
We're gonna have to quickfire them
Are we
because
good?
yeah, we're like 120, but
Do a little couple minutes of Nintendo here.
a couple. I don't know if this is a couple minutes worth, or should we like? I don't know. Should we make this a weekly thing?
What?
These
Just
Nintendo questions because I have about 7.
should we? Okay, well we can
Start
wait.
with
Let's,
one.
let's just
Let's
do
start.
Nintendo
Start
week.
with
Start with one. Yeah.
Okay, so
We
we're
should
not
probably go for another 40 minutes or something. So
Okay, because what we were talking about last week, we got into a little bit of it, a heated debate about Nintendo and what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong, and wanted to talk about it a bit more because I don't know, it's a big topic.
now we have all of us too.
Yeah, we got all of us, so we're kind of waiting for that. So that was my bad for going on a tangent last week, going back to Tangent Town. But I was just gonna.
Wasn't that episode 2?
Yeah,
Tangent Town?
episode 2.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just gonna be official Megan Kelly here and like start off the debate. I'm not gonna give any input. Just have a couple questions. Get everyone's thought. We got all 5.
We're gonna get all fired up here, people.
Yeah. So just a little. I don't know. Just talk about Nintendo in general. So first of all, I want to go around. Start with you, Kirkland. What was your first experience with Nintendo or first memory of Nintendo?
Probably the NES.
Yeah.
My uncle, he had one from back in the day. And, yeah, probably just the original Super Mario Bros, honestly. Because, like, when I was really, really young, I just had a Sega Genesis handed down from my dad. And then whenever I'd go see like my grandma or something, I would go see my uncle, and then he would have NES, and that was like the only console I'd play when I was like 6 or so, like super small.
That's actually like the exact same as me.
Yeah.
Super Mario.
Yeah.
Mario and Duck Hunt. Oh yeah.
Mario and Duck Hunt.
Really, all
Yeah.
of you?
Wow.
Wow,
That's
that's
awesome.
surprising.
How about you, Travis?
Maybe Pokemon if I'm like not like video games, but like Pokemon cards and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's Nintendo. Yeah,
That wasn't Nintendo.
That
yet,
wasn't
though.
Nintendo, was it?
originally.
Not at that point. It wasn't.
Yeah, I thought it was something else.
It wasn't
I
with
could be
Nintendo.
wrong.
I don't
I
know.
don't. Yeah.
I just
It's still like, yeah, there are Nintendo, but they're kind of not at the same time. I don't know.
You mean
It's
like the Pokemon Company?
Yeah.
As opposed to
Like,
Yeah.
they're not-
Game Freak.
they're kind of like Quebec at this
No,
point.
Game
They're
Freak
like, you know what, we don't really want to be in Canada, but
We have no choice. So.
I don't know if Game Freak owned them and then sold them.
I think it's a weird situation. But they're in Smash, the Pokemon, so it's all good.
It's all good in the hood. I think I have a NES. I still own it. I have the Mario Duck Hunt, but my first memory was Super Mario World. Actually, it was just that silver cape, and I guess that's probably the first one I played. And then I went back and played Mario and Duck Hunt. But that was my first experience. That, and then the second is Yoshi's Island. I love that game so much. Those are the two I remember the most playing when I was a kid. And I just, anytime Mario would be in this bubble crying, just so heartbreaking. And no, that was my first. I'm surprised you guys unanimously were all Mario Duck Hunt. That's impressive.
It was quite convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
One question down.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Okay. Well, Dylan, you've said this time, but what would be your favorite Nintendo game and console?
GameCube. Like of just Nintendo?
Yeah,
And the
yeah,
game?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
In the Nintendo debate.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Sega.
Yeah. Sega. No.
Yeah, no one said Sega.
Definitely,
right now. Head to the
definitely
gun.
GameCube. GameCube was my first console I ever bought with my own money, so that was
Nice.
that was a good milestone. And then favorite game, like of all time,
Just Nintendo. Like,
On that
brand.
console.
Yeah.
on the
he
console?
can.
Of any-
Oh, okay.
Whatever
Sure.
whatever game has Nintendo branded on it, you can pick it.
That's a tough one. That's a lot of games.
Or maybe just the one you played the most.
Oh, Sunshine, probably. Super Mario Sunshine. Because when I got my GameCube, it came with the bundle of
Ooh.
Super Mario Sunshine.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was a silver GameCube. Oh, it was awesome. But
I'm
yeah,
gonna throw
most
this out there. I
hours.
think the most I've ever played Sunshine was on the little McDonald's
McDonald's.
play. So it's like a total 10 minutes. So I'm
Alright.
really not on the Mario hype.
We
for
love that
Sunshine.
around here. Which surprisingly, I started talking to people. They're like, "What the hell are you talking about? Did this just happen to us?" Because I haven't talked to someone yet who was like, "I never played that at McDonald's."
I didn't remember that, no.
You don't remember that?
I do. No, that's what I'm saying. Us, you remember?
I remember,
Taylor,
yeah.
you remember? Yeah, that's what I mean. And I talked to Emily. She's like, "I've never saw any of this." It's like,
That was
And
like
then
that
that's
was like why you went to McDonald's.
mhm, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You gotta. Well, after I borrow it, hopefully from Dylan, you gotta play
Yeah,
Sunshine.
it's right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I should have brought my copy.
Everyone wants it.
I
Should've
never
brought my
beat
copy.
it.
I'm gonna be honest,
So
that's
I
not
have
even
it.
my copy of Sunshine.
I never beat it, so that's why.
Oh,
I
really?
Play it, so
Yeah, well, you can borrow it first. No, I'll borrow it.
Dylan, you said GameCube previously.
Yeah, I gotta say GameCube, and it's gotta be Melee, because
Yeah, that's obvious.
as a kid, I know for me it's not a fun answer because I talk about Melee every day of my life, but it was definitely my favorite game as a kid, probably.
But they
on the
don't know
GameCube
that. They
for
don't
sure.
know, like, you've gone to tournaments for it. And
Yeah, and now I play Melee competitively, have for like a year, just over a year, and travel to tournaments in Florida and Vegas and play it pretty much every day. So I think without a doubt I have to give that one my number one.
He's committed.
And then I'd just put actually favorite console. I mean Melee's on GameCube, but overall I don't know, I'll give it to GameCube.
What would be better? I don't know. Well,
I
we'll
don't
find
know.
out. I don't know. Jessica, you have another pick, or
I don't know. I mean, the GameCube was really awesome. There was a ton of games I love on it, but I mean, N64 is just like it's.
yeah.
I might give it to N64 even though Melee's my favorite, but as a console, 64 was amazing.
I mean, like
That's true.
I can still pull out my N64 and it still works. It's beautiful. I mean,
Hard to play GoldenEye though.
Yeah,
Hard to play
we're gonna
GoldenEye.
do that tonight.
Yeah.
Legit.
And then favorite Nintendo game. It's a big.
That's a good question,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
Pokemon Snap.
It's something Pokemon.
Snap.
It's something Pokemon. I mean, probably be like one of the originals, like Yellow or something. One of the first like Pokemon games I played. Because I mean, for anyone that doesn't know, like I have Pokemon tattoos, and like I went to Anime Revolution this weekend. I dressed up as Pokemon. Last year at Anime Revolution, I dressed up as Eeveelutions. I did Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon. I'm like a total Pokemon nerd, so you're probably gonna have to go with Pokemon for like favorite game.
GameCube, definitely.
So alone with my 64.
I don't think you may convert.
No,
Like I would totally agree with you, but I just never owned an N64.
I think
So-
it's like
Me as
it's
well.
yeah.
I
like
don't
a
have memory with one.
Yeah.
It's like a photo finish race between those two because you can make points back and forth, but they're just both so.
Smash, Mario Kart, Donkey Kong
It's really
64.
sad that no one like
Super
Wii or
Mario
Wii
64.
U just kind of like.
I'd say the Wii because you can get a lot of the old games on the Wii's marketplace.
Yeah, but it's,
I mean,
you know,
I don't know. Just for me,
Yeah.
GameCube. I sit down.
I really
and-
like the Wii. But no, definitely
yeah,
not
I
over
like
the
the
other
Wii,
two.
but not enough to make it a favorite Nintendo
It's the
console.
lowest for me. Anyway, sorry. Taylor. It is the lowest of the. I'll take the original Nintendo before I take the Wii. I just don't. I hate it.
Okay, favorite
Sorry,
Nintendo game?
You know, you were
Um,
saying why GameCube?
Oh well, just because that was my first like major console actually. Like whenever I go and play like the NES and all that stuff, it would be at my grandparents' house where my cousin was. That's where I got to play like the Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. But then when I got my first game console, it was the GameCube, the silver GameCube controller. I got orange controllers. It was so cool. I got Star Fox Assault with it. Animal Crossing. I never got Luigi's Mansion. I
Animal
played
Crossing
it,
was
but-
classic back in
Oh
the day.
yeah.
I think that was
absolutely.
actually the game. That was like the first game that I bought. Like that's the reason I got a GameCube originally.
Came with the memory card.
Oh yeah, you needed it, man.
Yeah.
Never played one.
It's something that I don't think you need to play, but as a kid, it was pretty sweet.
You got to feel like an adult playing a
You got to
adult thing.
got to run
That
errands
sounded
and
dirty.
pay mortgages on your house.
Play like an adult. That's gonna-
Um,
That should be the Wii's next or Nintendo's next slogan.
Play like an adult.
Play like an adult.
Isn't that Tamagotchi life though, basically in a nutshell too? Play like an adult, basically. You just
I don't know.
Isn't it their version of Harvest Moon /
Man, I did not like Harvest Moon.
I haven't played the other one you guys are talking about.
I've only played the one on GameCube.
I bought the new
was
one,
terrible.
Harvest Moon New Leaf.
New Leaf? I think that's the name of Animal
No,
Crossing.
yeah,
That's-
no,
Crossing.
Change of Seasons.
Change of seasons. Yeah.
Yeah, and Matt bought New Leaf. We've been playing that, so I don't know. His like for New Leaf, you can only do so much in a day, and then you have to actually wait for like night to pass. Where I can go to sleep in Harvest Moon, and it be the next day, and I can keep feeding my cows.
That's
So-
something I wish was a new Leaf because, like,
You can't end the day.
yeah, you can't unless you change your DS clock like ahead, but you don't want to go through all that trouble.
Oh, I used to do that so much
I
back in
used
the
to
day.
do it
On
on
It was
GameCube,
worth
skip
it.
ahead, use the money cheat 3 times. Skip ahead a day, money cheat 3 times.
Did you
Oh,
ever,
yeah.
You ever notice that Animal Crossing when you turn off the GameCube to like restart, then the mole dude would pop up?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta stop doing.
It's because
this,
you didn't
guys.
save your game.
I'm gonna delete your.
It's
your
Rossetti.
progress.
His name's
Yeah, it's
Rossetti.
Rossetti.
He would get mad at you when you didn't save the
I
game.
know.
He teaches you life lessons.
I pushed him
You
to
mess
the
up and
brink.
he talks to you and you can't skip it. You have to sit there for 10 minutes and hit A, and this
I
guy
know.
just yaps at you because you
I
didn't
just hit it.
save.
I was scared that he was actually going to delete my process, and I thought, okay, I'll do it one more time just to get the stuff. And I do it, and he comes up, he's like, "You do it one more time, I'm gonna do it." I'm like,
He was
Should I do
scary.
it again?
Dude, Rossetti was scary.
"What?"
He doesn't mess around.
I don't know the horror either, Travis. Don't worry.
No idea.
Well-
I just know that Taylor still has nightmares.
Well,
about
that's pretty much it. You would log on one day, and this guy named Rossetti would pop up because you didn't save your game last time you quit out, and he would just yell at you for 10 minutes straight. I don't even remember what he talks about. I don't know how he talks for that long.
I'm gonna have to YouTube this later.
Yeah, no, don't. He's in Smash actually. He's an assist trophy,
Oh,
but it's not the same. It's not the same terror when you were a child, and it's like, oh my god,
apparently
no.
this no. Get a
It's
horror
worse than my
movie.
parents.
this guy's gonna kill me.
And favorite game.
Favorite
for
game.
Nintendo.
Definitely Pokemon Sapphire for Game Boy Advance.
Sapphire, eh?
Yeah, I have over 550 hours clocked in on it.
Not bad.
I've done
It's a start.
Yeah.
as much as possible in that, aside from not being able to complete my Pokedex at the time because I didn't know anyone that had
I have
Ruby.
Ruby.
You have Ruby?
I have Ruby.
Help me complete my Pokedex. I gotta do it. I remember going to EV Games and I had $30, but it was $38. And my dad's like, "Oh, I'll help you get it, and he helped me get it, and
That's the money that he's didn't.
That's how he had it left over from the Dutch. No wonder why.
The secret has been revealed.
He didn't pay. It's been cracked. The liar.
The reason you remember that story is because it's the day you bought your favorite game of all time.
oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's my favorite game. Doing all the secrets. Like I remember, when I thought I beat the game, I got Kyogre, and then just exploring, and then finding Spear Pillar with not Spear Pillar. What was that place called with Rayquaza? I can't remember, but it was some random place. I found Rayquaza. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, and then I found out like there's all the 3 Reggies and stuff in here. Like there's so many of these little secrets, and I loved it, but. It wasn't the first Pokemon game I played. I played and beat Pokemon Blue for Game Boy, but Sapphire is my favorite.
That's true. Ruby is amazing. I loved it.
Travis?
It's probably like one of my preferred Pokemon
answer?
games.
Yeah.
I'm still
You didn't
gonna
answer
have
these
the
questions
remakes
last
for
week.
them.
We were talking about completely other Nintendo stuff.
I just
I wanna
did
hear it.
GameCube and Luigi's Mansion, so I could play Luigi's Mansion. It's my favorite. I'm a huge horror buff, like as far as films, and you take Luigi, put him in a haunted mansion with a backing that sucks up ghosts. Greatest game of all time. I could play that game over and over, and I love you can play it and there's like a Game Plus mode. Yeah.
Just like it was similar to yours. The only time I ever played that game was at McDonald's.
Oh, it's so good.
Luigi's Mansion.
I remember I got it for my birthday, and we played it. All of my friends and the part when Luigi would shake it and play at night. Just good
Do
times.
you know what the vacuum's called?
Whoa.
No, I
Oh.
don't. That's something 3000 or 2000.
Poltergeist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dylan's got it.
What is it?
Poltergeist.
Yeah.
3000.
Yeah, it's a shame. I told you, remember, too much Batman and wrestling knowledge. I can only hold so much. In this
Why didn't you play him in
team
Smash
open.
4?
What?
Why didn't you play Luigi in Smash 4? That's his final Smash. He whips out the Poltergeist and he goes ham on people.
I feel like anytime I'm playing against you, I can't use Luigi.
Luigi's good.
Take out Luigi.
He's like the 3rd best character in the game.
I don't think I'm that good with them. I love Luigi. He was my guy in the Wii one. He was my guy. That's all I played. Yeah, Brawl.
Who are the top 2?
Sheik and... Well, it's debatable, but Sheik is
Mega.
definitely the first. This is the best character in the game.
And then who's second?
Well, it's a matter of opinion. So there's...
Well, who is top first and second in the...
Diddy
Yeah,
Kong-
you did say 3.
Diddy Kong was considered the best for a while until they patched a bunch of his baloney out.
Diddy Kong.
Luigi's up there, Pikachu's up there, Rosalina.
You
Oh,
just said
Mega
the
Man.
N64 for Diddy
Mega
Kong.
Man is... He's like irrelevantly somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's the cousin you don't talk to.
Other than like the top
Another
like
reunion.
15 or whatever, it's
Go
kind
talk
of...
to your cousin Jimmy.
Mega Man.
Yeah. Who owns a Wii U?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so
There's a
people
kind of
that don't
slightly
say
awkward
why you don't, and the people that do say why you do. I'll know why you will, but
Why
why don't you
I?
own a Wii U? Yeah.
Because I don't have money to spend on all those sort of things.
Okay, Dylan, why do you own a Wii U?
I got it for Smash mainly, because I have to play every Smash game. So I'm bound to Nintendo for the rest of my life because of that. There's a bunch of other good games, but that's the reason I bought it.
Yeah.
So
Jessica?
Bought it for a couple reasons. One, actually, Mario Brothers. It's just one of those games that I'll sit there and I'll
wait,
grind it.
Mario Brothers.
Yeah,
Is there
like the
a more
new
specific
Super Mario
title?
Brothers, and then they did like the or Luigi Brothers.
Oh, right. Okay, those ones.
Yeah. It's just one of those games that you can just sit there and like you don't really have to worry about anything. It's just get
Just
to
play,
the end,
yeah.
get to the star levels. So that would be one of the main reasons, because I think that was one of the first games. And then I probably also for like Mario Party. They just came out with it recently, but Mario Party is one of those games that you kind of just always have to play.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would kind of go back to their old style, but I definitely enjoy it.
When you just said Mario Party, I almost like changed my answer from Sunshine for a favorite Nintendo game.
Oh yeah, that's
Mario
true.
Party is such a good game. Like,
The old ones for me.
yeah, oh yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
I'll let Taylor go in a sec, but have any of you guys ever played Dokapon Kingdom?
I've never even
I
heard
don't
of
think
it.
so.
It literally, the description on the back says, "Buy this game if you want to ruin your friendship," and it is I've raged.
That's what I had my dating profile for a while.
It's literally worse than Mario Party. If you think you hate people after Mario Party, you hate people after Dokapon Kingdom.
Yeah, there might not be a podcast next week if we all play Mario Party together.
Yeah, this might be the last episode.
No, you guys will come back for next week, and then next week I'll bring Dokapon Kingdom, and then there'll be no more podcasts.
Taylor, you don't want a Wii U.
Why do you not own a Wii U?
That's the question.
Look a little zoned out there.
I was like,
Think he's putting the Dutch story together.
Yeah,
It's
like, hold on.
I think these guys are onto
It's the
something.
end of the Saw movies, and there's all these flashbacks of like,
I'm just saying, I gotta make a call.
yeah,
I'm ready for your apologies.
Dad, is this true?
No, I don't have a Wii U because I just got a job and I'm paying rent and stuff. So
But we
I
just
don't
been up
have
for
money.
3 years.
I know, but I've been
I
paying
also
rent
pay
that
rent.
time.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, but I'm not like you guys are rich compared to me.
I wish.
Yeah, let's talk about rent costs.
Yeah.
No, I just I have a Wii, and the Wii just lasted me for a long time. And the only reason I would want to get a Wii U is because of, like Jessica said, the Super Mario Brothers, the Luigi Bros. Like that's what'll always draw me to the next Nintendo console. But
You just gotta have it for like get-togethers. It is such a good like co-op console. Like if you have someone over, it's always
Yeah.
I turn to my Wii U. If I have someone over and they're like want to play something, I'm like Wii U.
Yeah, and
You
that's
know-
why I feel like Nintendo might still be the best out of all like brands because I don't get that the same way the PS4, like Xbox
Well,
One. You know?
I do, but for sports games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sports games
Yeah.
for sure.
Like,
yeah.
people want to play like FIFA or something.
Yeah.
Like I mean, even like major consoles are moving away from it. Like Halo's taking it out. You know, a lot of games they're moving away from the co-op. But Nintendo, that's always a console that I can be like, you know, I want to play something with my friend. I can pull out a Wii U.
Yeah. That's a good point.
I'll agree.
yeah, yeah, Smash Brothers. That's or Super Mario Brothers and Smash Brothers. Those are games that'll always draw me. But the reason I haven't gotten one now is because just I guess the hype's gone down with the Wii U, and with these rumors about another Nintendo console coming out, it's kind of got me like,
Just wait.
yeah, just wait. But then I kind of at the same time don't know if I should because that Pokemon Tournament game coming out and the
Play it at their place.
yeah.
Co-op game.
But a game like that
No,
is a game I'd want to own.
You can
and
probably play Wii U games on. Actually, I guess if you don't know anything about the console, maybe not. But
Yeah, but by spring 2016, when it comes out, we might know more about the next console. You can make a decision then.
That's
That's
what
true.
I'm gonna have to do. Just wait it out.
why'd you buy your Wii U, Travis?
I'm just a slave. I just need. I just need to play all those Nintendo games like Smash, Mario Kart,
It's
Mario Party. It's just a necessity. It's like what I talked about last week when I see a Smash come out. I don't ever want to be like, damn, I don't have a Wii, you know, or whatever
Yeah.
the next console's called. Like I can't play this. Like I'll probably always buy a PS4 and an Xbox first because there's a lot of mainstream games, like I said, like Batman and Grand Theft Auto. But Wii is just around, or whatever. Nintendo will be just around the corner at a Boxing Day or whatnot. So. Now, the next thing, because you were talking about since the hype has gone down, and everyone in your guys' opinion, why is Nintendo no longer a player as far as Xbox, Sony, or Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo? For a while, it was all three of them, but now, pretty much I'd say majority of people view Nintendo as being lower on the totem pole. Why, in your opinion, do you think that happened?
For the Wii.
Well,
Wii
just
U and
Nintendo in
3DS
general,
both didn't
yeah.
do very well.
And like, if you think about it,
Well,
most think about AAA
Mainstream
titles
games, I
don't
think.
go.
Yeah,
yeah.
like Call of Duty. Just take that one game or Halo. Like those are huge games that, like a lot of people. It's hard to say, but
Well,
for
even
me-
is there Call of Duties on Wii U?
yeah,
It
but
is,
the
but-
game's just
It's
different.
not
the
It's
same.
just it's just
No, but that's
different.
what I'm saying. Like, no one, even though they have some of those games, no one wants to play them on that console.
Yeah, like at first I would say the controller.
Yeah,
As, like,
and you think you
As
started
much as
just
that
with the Wii?
shit. Well, it's like when I
Or-
saw that, it's like, oh, I'm gonna have to stand up and like be active while I'm playing video games, which I don't want to do. When I first heard about the Wii, that's what I thought. But then everyone was just like, no, you just sit there and you do it. I'm like, okay, whatever. But like I don't know. I just
I think
I think as the big like titles that come out, like you're not gonna see Fallout 4 for the Wii.
Yeah, not making.
That's just my opinion. I think.
I think that's one of the things with Wii U. Like, I actually really like the gamepad, and I think it adds like a lot of good dynamics to game. But I don't think I didn't really understand it before I got it,
They didn't do a good job.
and I don't think anyone does. Like, I don't think anyone sees that and says, "Wow, that's gonna be like amazing to play
Yeah.
games." I didn't think so. I just got it because Smash, and then turned out that it's actually a pretty. I like it. I like the tablet. I think it's good.
Yeah. Jessica, you have any thoughts on that?
I think part of it was, as kind of people that grow up, it's not their type of game anymore, and there's not enough that comes out to keep people involved. Like, they say the majority of people that buy video games are not, little kids. I mean, it's our generation that's out buying our own games. And for me, I mean, if I'm going to go buy my own video game, it's not necessarily going to be Mario Kart, unless I'm like, oh, I'm having someone come over, I'll go buy Mario Kart. It's like, I'm going to play something by myself. I'm going to go buy Halo because it's one player and it's not as childish. There's more point to it. There's a storyline. I feel, it's more the age of people that are buying it. Because when I worked at EB Games, everyone that was buying a Wii was, grandparents for their grandkids for Christmas, or a mom for their 8-year-old kid, but as you get into the people that are our age, they aren't buying Wii U games, and parents aren't looking to spend $350 to buy a Wii U when the Wii was $99,
And they're, like, making the games in general, like, easier than the games have been in the past.
For sure.
And that's a bad thing, you think?
Well, I think that's a deterrent for older people.
Oh.
Yeah, for the kids it works. But I mean, like, I bought the new Super Mario Bros. And beat it in like 2 or 3 days. And we're, Halo Master Chief Collection, I've been working on it for months.
Except for Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. One of the hardest games I ever played in my life. I didn't complete it. It just frustrated me.
Seems weird to me, but I don't know.
I wish I didn't return so you could play it, but it's just...
It was so bad you returned it?
Not bad.
It was
it's
hard.
Good, but it's just hard. It's like hard at that point where it's non-enjoyable. I like when there's certain levels or time parts that are hard, but when it's just all hard, it's like...
Dark Souls.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't play it. So, Taylor, you have any thoughts on that?
I think, well, they're the same with all the other consoles, like PlayStation, Xbox, just continuing like with sequels. Like, you got Nintendo that's just, another Mario game and all that stuff, but they need to do something that's just really like, wow, like... The only thing that really is a big difference is the new console that they'll bring out every few years at this point.
I think the Pokémon is going to up their sales because it is something different in that sense, right?
Yeah.
It's not just another Mario game, and there's no Pokemon games for...
That was a big missed opportunity, I think. This is like really the first big one coming out.
Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, has there been anything?
No.
Not a single Pokemon game.
The last one was like on the Wii, and it was like a Diamond and Pearl spin-off or something.
It was so
like
bad.
That.
And before that, it was like GameCube Gale of Darkness. It's been like super bad.
Wow.
Especially when you have the gamepad, which works perfectly for Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
It does. It really does.
That's what I always define the Wii U as, like a missed opportunity. Really, I think it's a great console, but there's so much more they could have done with its lifespan and done. And I felt like just even stuff as Mario Kart and is great and everything, but I felt like for a while they were just in like pilot mode where they're just like, oh, we'll release this now, like you said. They didn't really do anything. I still want those original titles, but then I want something new.
Yeah, but
and
then I get them and I'm disappointed. Like Mario Party 10.
Yeah. Oh, but that's what I mean. That's why they should do something original too. Like that's where the GameCube once again not to harp on, but that's where I love Luigi's Mansion. Like it was totally left field, and just like we didn't really get there with the Wii U. We didn't, and they were not like Nintendo titles. We got like the Wonderful 100, which no one played. I never played, but they want that to be a big franchise, and maybe with Splatoon it'll work out. That seems to be working. Like that's getting
I think
good word
so.
of mouth.
Splatoon is, but they need more things like that,
But
right?
now, let's say if a console comes out in 2016, they kind of missed the boat because it came out like near the end of it, right, of the cycle.
Yeah.
They had such a great chance, like, and people are telling them what they want. Like, obviously, a lot of people are saying
It's obvious.
Metroid.
Like, what people want.
Yeah, a Metroid, like right off the bat, if they release the console with a Metroid, a Luigi's Mansion 2, not the one for 3DS.
Yeah.
Although if they did do the 3DS one on the Wii U, I'd still buy it. I think that would be awesome. But and then a huge Pokemon game, like you said, and yeah, then with Splatoon, like all those games, and then Diddy Kong Racing 2, and
Of course.
all those games.
Next year.
That would be great. I think it would have changed the Wii U's fate greatly.
Last question. What do you think they should do to, I don't even know, like, catch out of the competition, but what do you think they should do next? I'm not going to say anything because I said last week what I want, but Kirkland, what do you think? What would sell you on Nintendo? Like, let's say you have the money.
Well, like, it's not just like I have the money. I feel like I just wouldn't like use it as much. Like if
But
I
that's what I mean. What would they?
if
what
I had like
could they
4
do?
roommates that I lived with, and we always had like parties or something, like I would always be playing the Wii because it's like Jessica said, it's a lot more fun to play with other people than by yourself when you could be playing like a follow game, like an RPG or something.
Yeah.
And then for what they need to do to improve, I'm not much of a Nintendo guy, so I don't really know.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I feel like the only thing that really draws me to Nintendo is, like, the Super Smash, the Mario Kart, and, like, that's about it. So, it's like, yeah, like, it's hard.
No,
It's a hard one to
they've done
answer.
recently, and it's not really doing anything.
Yeah, they
so-
sold well, but not for like the console. It's just for everyone who has it. It's like, great, I'll buy these, and then,
I just can't think of anything what they what they could do.
well, that's not a good sign from Kirkland. Dylan, you have anything?
I'm not really.
I think they have
That's fine.
a
Yeah.
lot of potential with their new console, and that's the thing though. Nintendo always wants to like separate themselves and be unique, but I think they should just do something like the online capabilities on the Wii U are really lame,
Yeah.
super lame. Like if I could play Nintendo games like with my friends easily and have it be a good experience,
They wouldn't have to
that would be
call.
amazing.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like they don't have to choose one or the other. Like it's really easy
Yeah, in this day and
Yeah.
age. Yeah.
to do both, but they really don't. I think that and I mean I like the gamepad, but I think something more traditional would be good.
Yeah.
GameCube controller is amazing. You guys did the best controller ever. Why don't you just like
Yeah.
do it again? I
I
don't
agree. The Wii Cube.
The Wii
16.
know. That would be sweet. Oh,
Wii Cube 64.
I'm hyped already.
The Wii
Oh,
Cube
there we
64.
go.
I'd be done. The Super Wii Cube
The Super-
64. That'd be awesome. That should be their code. See, if I was from Nintendo, that'd be the code name for the console right now. And the fans would be like, oh my god.
And then just have it come out and not be anything that lives up to that name.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely think that they have a lot more that they could, franchise out or work on, like Pokemon. They haven't done anything.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that till you point that out. That's
Yeah,
huge. that they
yeah,
haven't done
and
anything.
I mean that's a huge market. And I mean like Zelda. I mean they did the remakes, but they didn't release them on the console. Like it's just handheld.
Mm-hmm.
Which for me, I'd rather play Ocarina of Time redone or Majora's Mask on my beautiful TV
Same thing
than
with Luigi Mansion.
yeah. So
There was Wind Waker.
yeah,
Yeah, but that's just one. They could have done all.
Yeah.
and I mean
that's not a new game. Yet.
Yeah.
And they could do them side by side. They wouldn't have to do one another. Why couldn't they do like Ocarina of Time like for the handheld and Wii U?
yeah,
Like,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And I mean, as much as, Wind Waker is nice, I mean, Wind Waker was GameCube. I still have my Wind Waker on my shelf where, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask was so long ago. To see those remastered on, like, a 55-inch TV would be beautiful.
That's
So-
that's a Fire Emblem too. They didn't release Fire Emblem on Wii U. They're releasing a second one on the 3DS. When the console ones were so good,
Yeah.
they only did I think it was only 2. Well, I don't know. I actually don't know any of the early Fire Emblems that were only in Japan. I don't really know. But the Fire Emblem on GameCube and Wii were both really good, really really good,
Yeah.
and they were different too.
I've
So
heard
there's
good
a reason
things
to
about
get
the ones
them.
on the DS, so I don't know why they didn't port them onto console. Like, I've heard really good things
Yeah,
about
Sacred
them.
Stones on DS was amazing. It's probably the best one.
So, I mean, why they don't... it's... I don't know. I love my Wii U, but I just... Another thing, too, is I find, I spent $70 on Mario and I beat it in 3 days. I'm like, well,
That's true.
that was exciting. So, I mean, making things more difficult or not as, high price for what it is. I mean, for me, that's another thing. But it's not like you can wait for the price to go down because Super Mario Bros. For the Wii is still $60,
Yeah.
not alone the Wii U version.
It's one reason why I can't wait for the new console.
I can't wait for Mario Maker because then people
Yeah.
can upload their own
Yeah.
things
Mhm.
and
That's
I can
gonna
just
be good.
play whatever, except there's a limit of 10 uploads, so that'll be interesting.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
They've limited, people can only upload 10.
One person can only have 10 levels out there?
There is a rumor
That's
though, if
kinda
you
weird.
get good ratings and whatnot, it might get
Let you
higher.
have more.
Yeah, if you upload them online. So I
It's
kinda
to
like
stop
that.
people from creating one jump flag and then uploading 6 of those, so you have to swim through all these bad levels to get to one good one,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
a good thing.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
I'm excited
10 is
for
a
that game.
decent amount, I guess. If you're going to make a really good level, that could take a while, right?
Yeah.
What's the question again? 'Cause I couldn't remember what the question
What would
was.
you do to up Nintendo sales, what do you think would help them?
You said more
You
chances
skipped the Wii U.
previously.
What would
Kinda
make
like
what
a
would
Wii.
make you like go
Why
back
would
to
you
Nintendo?
buy a Wii U? What would need to come out for you to buy a Wii U?
I kind of want to change my answer again.
Halo.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
I
What?
wanna
Don't they
see,
make Assassin's Creed for Nintendo games or consoles?
Actually, yeah. The Nintendo DS has 2 Assassin's Creed games: Assassin's Creed Altair's Chronicles and Assassin's Creed 2 Discovery.
Attaboy.
3DS or DS?
DS.
DS?
So I don't know what they were thinking with that. Like I played them and I just leave it at that.
Okay, anyway then, back to the Wii U.
Gosh, I really don't know what would draw me into the Wii U.
The way I see it, the Wii U is kind of like done.
It's dead in the water.
I see the way I've always seen the Wii U is like, you got Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which is I'm gonna use as the Wii. It was great, and then you got Assassin's Creed Revelations, which was like the next one, and it was like for Assassin's Creed people, you want to finish this. Only fans would finish the story, and with the Wii U, only fans are gonna want to probably go with this console.
Good point.
And for me, Assassin's Creed 3 comes out. That's the new Wii console. I'm gonna probably skip Revelations because I'm not a huge fan. I'm gonna go right to the new console. That's how I would see it. So I don't know what would really draw me to the Wii U.
So what could draw you to the new console then? Like if it comes out, you'll get it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm so
You'll
excited.
get one
I'm like,
after. You'll get it after. New console comes out. They show one feature, one thing. We're like, boom! I gotta save up and get that along with my Xbox One.
Just
A Dutch game
yeah.
where you have to pay.
Manager.
It's like sneaking, but with money.
A game where you just sneak a chicken into McDonald's.
Yes.
And then
That's
sneak
what
out
would sell
without
me
paying
on
for
that.
anything.
to Nintendo. I just feel like a new Zelda, I'm hoping they would do a new Star Fox from this one. Gosh.
So you're just like the franchises, just keep
Yeah,
going.
I want to see these.
Metroid.
And from what I've heard, like the Diddy Kong Racing 2, and I can't remember any, but I swear there were some other games that were rumored to come out on the next console that I just can't remember them. But
They have insinuated that the Metroid will come out. They're like, oh, it probably won't be in this console's lifespan. Wait, nudge, nudge.
Right.
So
that's just what's got me excited. Like, I'd be more pumped up for that, and even more so, it's just knowing that it's already been like rumored, it's already coming out, and I feel like the Wii U has it's
done.
It's done. Yeah. So
Kirkland, you're rubbing your hands together, making
For-
fire like a DJ.
because when the Wii U first came out, I actually came so close to buying it for one game, and that was the Wind Waker remix, which I was like, I thought it looked so good because I love that game because like we were talking about earlier, I love the GameCube, and that game was amazing. So I feel like if they did what you're saying, how they did like the redone Zelda games, but they just did it on like the 3DS. But if they made it like actually like a more content for the Zelda games, like a brand new Zelda game.
That's not Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, it's not.
because
Yeah,
that wasn't-
exactly. And like things like that, like bring back like back in the day, like Nintendo was like that was like,
Innovation.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like all of their like best games, or they're all like classics. Like do something like that, but just make it next gen on like a new Wii U console, I guess.
yeah.
they give too much attention to their handhelds. It seems.
Yeah.
They get all the
Oh,
Legend
yeah.
of Zeldas, the Metroid games.
I remember.
But yeah, like if they did like brand new things like that, I would probably be a lot more interested in the Wii or a similar product.
Or the Super.
Or the
Wii Cube
yeah,
64,
the super
2016.
weak, yeah, exactly.
Well, I think that about does it for the debate. That was good.
There were a few debates actually.
Yeah, there was there.
Dead.
It got pretty
Walking
heated.
Dead, PC versus consoles, Nintendo. This is just like the debate episode. Yeah. Anyone else have anything to say before we get out of here? Because I smell some food right now. I know
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
going
gonna be
to
eating
Arby's.
it. That's
I know,
So
I'm like,
good.
I
I don't
need
know
to-
what's happening up there.
I've
I
already
might-
decided. I asked Matt, I'm like, what do you want from Arby's? I'm going.
I might go get Taylor to sneak me some food.
To
Out
Dutch?
there.
He's
Yeah.
pretty good at it.
We should go to Dutch. Yeah.
Chicken and a piece of bread. Sounds so good.
Exactly.
I don't know
At
why
least you'll survive in prison, man.
That story is actually so weird.
We're gonna have
When I
a podcast
picture
next
that-
week just about that
Story in my head, it like doesn't. It's like a dream. Like it doesn't actually
Make
sound
a
like a
short
thing that
film
could
about
happen.
this
It's
story.
so true. Like,
I totally
It's
believe
so
you. I just
true.
love it.
it's true. When we were there, my friend, like, he ripped out a part of the chicken, and you see this piece go in, and it hits this lady next to him.
Ew.
I kid you not.
Were you filming a movie? Like this is not real right
I'm
now.
gonna, I said I'm gonna make this movie. Just it's like, yeah. All right. Well, we'll be back next week. Of
Yep.
course.
Oh,
Hopefully
yeah.
all 5 of us. Follow us on Twitter at GeekVerseCast. Taylor.
We're on Facebook as well for all you guys. It's on Facebook. You search up GeekVerse Podcast.
Yes. And next week, who knows? We'll cover all the stories in the GeekVerse.
That go through the GeekVerse?
The GeekVerse. Are we ever gonna be do an outro that ever goes smoothly? God.
No, we're out of steam at that point. It's
Yeah.
2 hours in, and
All right.
intros
well,
are a thing of the past.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Thanks for making us part of your day. Thanks for listening, and have a good one.
Good luck.
Bye.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. What do they do?
Good
Are
luck.
they also
Good,
sneaking
yeah,
in
good luck
drugs?
running out of the Dutch.
There's a whole secret, like, under Fight Club or whatever. First rule about the Duchess, you don't pay.
I don't know. Maybe that was just like maybe that was just something from Diddy Kong Racing, like a part where you have to steal a chicken out of a
That was
Yeah.
McDonald's. Maybe that didn't actually
What are you
happen.
looking for?
One of my nose rings fell out.